everyone. Welcome to 540 Stay Beyond Season 4. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Hope everyone is doing well, and it's good to be here. It's good to be back. We did a stream yeah, it was Saturday. Tom, unfortunately you were busy, and we will go into why you have been busy. We're going to talk a little about that. But other than that, it's so good to be back. And of course, we do have a guest here today. We think it's not Prismatics. We just think it's not him. We still cannot confirm or deny. We don't know yet. But at least it is Mr. Netcat who is our guest tonight. And of
Fun,
course,
fun with voice changing.
yeah, exactly. And then, of course, my good friend and my good co-host and filmmaker and everything like that too, and book writer, Mr. Tom. So, with that, we will start with Netcat. How are you, brother? What have you been up to? How's the channel going and
Oh,
stuff like that, man?
I'm doing pretty well right now. Had some personal things just kind of hit me one after the other, so so I haven't been that active on my channel lately. But after this
Yeah, no,
stream,
exactly.
but after the stream, I'm intending to be streaming High on Life. So that should
High
be
on
fun.
Life. Yeah, I have played through High of Life. Yeah.
I've played a little bit of it enough to know that I think it should be fun to stream. So
It is,
or that
yeah, it is a fun game. When you're gonna play that, I'm gonna watch that because that
yeah.
is so damn funny.
Well, I'll be doing that right when we finish this stream. I'm planning to boot up my own stream.
That is fucking cool. I really enjoy that game. Still sad that, the voice actor who also did Rick and Morty got fired, canceled, and everything, even though he was proven not guilty of what he was charged with. And you know how it is, the cancel culture. That's how
Yeah,
they are. So they did, continue the game franchise, and they kind of removed the main gun, the main gun in High of Life. So that was kind of sad. They kind of removed him in the other stuff that they did because,
with the DLC.
yeah, because fuck that actor, that's a voice actor. That's how they were to him. I'm like, God damn it,
Yeah,
just kind of stupid, kind of stupid.
He's still in the original, though, is he? I hope.
No,
yeah.
he's not in Rick and Morty anymore. It's two different actors
No, I
now.
mean
They
High on Life. Is he still in the game?
No, yeah, he's still in the first game. He's still in the
Okay,
first
good, good,
game.
good, good.
They
Because
they
I'm getting it.
they
It's on my
they,
wish list of Steam. I'm
Yeah,
they,
buying.
they have not
yeah, no,
modified him out of the original. I can say that much because
yet,
I've played enough to
yet,
know that.
yet.
Because
Oh,
remember when they did Peter Dinklage in Destiny, they totally ripped him right out. It's like you're not a ghost somewhere, and they replaced him. It's like even though he didn't really care, he was just phoning it in. But still, it was like they totally just ripped him right out of Destiny 1.
yeah, yeah. No, so yeah, I don't watch Rick and Morty anymore either because since they don't have the original guy there and anything, and it's like I've heard the new voice actors. I've heard them. They're okay, but it sounds so robotic. It's no passion in the way they do it. And what was so great too, with Rick in the show is that he sounded drunk, right? He had that voice.
Hmm.
And the new actor, he sounds too sober, so you don't get that feeling of Rick anymore. It's just like, oh, come on, dude.
There's a Rick that doesn't sound like he's half drunk at all times. That's not Rick. I
That's
mean,
not Rick.
I don't really watch it I haven't watched it that much, but I know enough to know that.
No, exactly. And also that, I on TikTok I used to watch this guy. He does like voiceovers and stuff, and he does a perfect Morty and a really good Rick, right? But especially Morty, at least. And he sounds just exactly the same as the voice actor himself, the original, right? And
Hmm.
even the original voice actor was like many years ago reacted to it, and he's just like, I love this guy. Like nobody out there is so similar like him, right?
Yeah.
And that's the guy you should have hired because he could actually continue in a good way. But no, I've seen clips from like some of the new episodes that came out, and yeah, it's just it's terrible now. With the new team, the new people, is just rehashing all things we've seen. They don't know where they're going with it. and it's just like really boring now. So I just stop on a certain season, like the last season with the original voice actor. That's like the end for me if I'm ever gonna rewatch it.
Hmm.
So no, it really sucks. But yeah, I watched the newest South Park episode because they're back.
I haven't watched the newest one, but since I ran into it, just posted live, not live, but I mean in full on Twitter. I did see the one where they were taking aim at Trump, and it was just like that. That wasn't even funny. That was just
Yeah,
what the hell, guys.
yeah, no, and it's like with this season, a lot of, even though I'm a conservative person myself, I'm a supporter of Donald Trump and all that kind of stuff, right?
Hmm.
And people got so mad because they had like Donald Trump there and making a fool out of him. And I'm like, have you guys ever seen South Park in your life?
Oh,
Like,
I'm not
you
mad.
know,
I'm not mad at it or anything, but I'm saying that they didn't, and that it was simply an attack on him. They weren't
yeah,
doing any humor with it like they typically do. It was just blatant, and it
yeah. But
was.
it's not the first time they do stuff like that. I've seen basically every little single thing of South Park since I've been a big fan.
I've seen a
And
lot
I'm
of
like,
South Park, and
and for me, it's just like, yeah, I've seen this kind of stuff from them before, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be mad about it. I'm not gonna
it,
bother too much about it, you
it's
know?
more that they phoned it in. They didn't do their normal good job on it. That's really all I'm trying to say.
I'm going to
I'm
say
not.
this personally. I think it's overdone. No offense. Just like I'm sorry, The Simpsons needs to stop. Go away. The Simpsons was on since I was in
Oh,
high
come on,
school.
man. I haven't seen Simpsons in many years
Yeah,
now.
just
I don't
stop.
Yeah,
know where
Uh,
I stopped on that.
and
and
they said they were going to
and
stop when they
I,
released a movie. No, it didn't. So
I would agree that that it seems like it's overdone. I haven't watched much of South Park in the last 15 years, but it seems
Yeah.
likely that it's probably
yeah, like
yeah.
I've seen the
For
movie
I,
in
I, I-
theaters.
I'm
I
I'm gonna
remember.
be I'm
So
gonna say it like this. For me, that is the only show that I continue watching of this kind of stuff, because it's just right in my area of fucked up dark humor that I just fucking love.
I
It's
still
my kind
remember
of humor.
I
oh, I
still
like that humor, but to
I
me,
still
it's
remember seeing
overdone.
Hanky the Christmas Pooh when he first came on.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
the first episodes were when I was in college, so.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I remember those episodes. And I remember seeing the original version when it first came out. You can find it uncensored certain places on certain websites with a certain terrorist that they had to, ban or and censor on a lot of places.
Well, I remember
Um,
seeing the first movie in the theater, and that's how old I am. And the mother took their son, and then as soon as they started singing the what was that song? The very first like 10 minutes of it. Um, oh
what did you
God,
say?
the uncle effer. And then as soon as he
Oh
Oh
started
yeah,
God,
singing, she
yes.
just looked up
yeah,
and oh
uh,
my God, I
yes,
walked out.
yes.
With me and my
And
buddy started
Kyle
laughing.
Mom's is a bitch.
It's like as soon as they started singing, she's like, "Huh." It's like, didn't you know what you were getting in?
Yeah.
Like, hello,
Yeah, no, I still love that kind of stuff, and
oh yeah.
and for me, the new episode, I didn't bother, I didn't get mad. I mean, I was just like, for me, I
Yeah.
expected them to do that because I have been listening to them talk before behind the scenes, and have already written stories of Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton if she won. They already had stories for any
Well,
everybody in
and
case they had all this.
the point that I would make, since I decided to follow some of the people who were getting annoyed with and I followed this rabbit hole down a little. If you take a look, they didn't really do much about Obama, for example. All that they had with Obama was that he never intended to be president. It was just an Ocean's 11 thing, and that's really the only stuff that they did to poke fun at Obama.
Yeah,
So
no,
that
I know.
so that's the point that some people were making that I saw. That was like, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for me, it's like I like to go behind the scene, and it's like I know they have already written. They've written. Like the thing is that they have written a full story about Hillary, if she won, and they wrote a whole thing with Donald Trump. So
Hmm.
I just been waiting for them to like do that. So for me, I was like, they
Yeah.
finally did something they talked about. I'm like, I thought it was funny, because at least I laughed, and I like Donald Trump. Don't get me wrong, but I thought it was funny that he was dating Satan, who's gay.
Eh,
That was
I
kind
again, I
of.
just saw it as low hanging fruit, and just really thought, guys, there's so much better things you could have done to attack Trump with.
Yeah, I agree. There is a lot more stuff, the other
But,
stuff they could have done, but I was just like,
because
for me, I
if
expected it.
if they wanted to do an anti-Trump episode, which I'm fine with, they could have done such better job than what they did. I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
no,
guys,
that I can agree with.
give us your
Is
A game. That's what I'm
is it?
asking for. I'm
I'm
not
gonna I'm
asking for
gonna
them.
say,
I'm not asking for them to be on my side or anybody else's side. I'm asking for
yeah,
them
no,
to give
exactly.
us their A game, no matter who they're gunning for.
Yeah, no, no. Again, I am used to them attacking all sides. They don't fucking
Yeah,
care.
I don't care.
And but is it their best? Is it their best episode? Hell no, it's not their best
It's
episode.
nowhere near. It's mid at
But
best.
I still laughed, So I hope that like the other new episodes will be better. That it will evolve a little bit better. And it's not going to end anytime soon because they have a big deal to make a lot of seasons and other
Yep,
stuff.
they just got a lot of money.
Yeah, this is the second time they get that much money and got all this, because many years ago they got a lot of money again. We talked about it
Mhm.
on this channel many years ago, and they just got a lot more money to do a lot more stuff.
See,
It kind of
I
feels
can't
like
talk onto it because I haven't seen it in forever. So I just
it kind of feels like that, like Colbert just lost all of his money, and they went, that money we were paying Colbert for his late show, we're just going to give that money to South Park.
Yeah, just we gotta give it there, exactly.
Because it was right about the same time that we hear that the late show with Colbert is going away, and right about the same time we hear that South Park got all that money. So, I mean,
Yeah.
coincidence, I guess.
Yeah. Coincidence?
Give us Conan O'Brien. Damn it, I want Conan back. But anyway, I love Conan O'Brien. Now there's my favorite nighttime talk show host. He was the best. Literally one of my favorites.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't really watch stuff like that too much.
I watch very random things.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. No, recently I've been watching Dexter Resurrection. I'm a big Dexter fan, and I'm happy they're finishing up with this season. It's continuing the sequel series they did, and this fucking new series, Resurrection of Dexter, the sociopath, who kills murderers,
Oh, I know.
the
Yeah.
ginger, and
Mhm.
the new the third. This is this is the second. The second sequel to the other sequel. It's basically just continuing the story from the last sequel series with the son and everything that he has, and
I
they're
haven't even
just
watched that
nailing.
yet,
Yeah, they're just nailing it out of the park. It's one of the best shows this year. I was afraid if they're gonna, but again, I also saw the prequel series that I fucking enjoy a lot. The guy that plays Dexter in the prequel show, God, he does a proper goddamn job to play a young Dexter.
Okay.
And a new season, I'm not gonna spoil stuff, but god damn, it gets me invested. I'm waiting for an episode every time, so I'm just waiting for the next episode. And it's just great. They are evolving Dexter a lot more. And even though he doesn't have feelings, but again, if you look through the original series, he does have feelings for certain things in his life.
Whenever you talk
He's
about people like that, it's never true that they don't have feelings. It's that they don't show feelings in the same way that you expect, and the feelings that they have are
exactly.
not necessarily ones that you think would be expected for them to
Exactly.
have,
It's
but
like
they
it's
are
like
there.
exactly, and especially he has his son, and he really loves his son.
Mhm.
And I really like that combination with the sons, the actor who plays the son and everything. It's so well acted, good chemistry between the actors, and the story is really great. I've seen some couple reviews on certain websites I'm on, and they're just like, "This is woke piece of shit," and yada yada. I'm just like, "How the fuck is this woke? There's
People
nothing
you
fucking woke with it."
but people will. I mean, there are some things that legitimately are quote unquote woke, but it's gotten to the point where where calling someone woke is almost the same thing as calling somebody a Nazi. It's so overused
Exactly.
that
Now, one of the things.
that it no longer has any meaning.
Yes, exactly. And there's like one thing I saw of the comments of people that like reviewed it, and it's because we have the Jessica Jones actor, the Marvel show on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
She plays a character in a new show. She's also a killer, and she's not a big part. Like she's just a side character, right?
Hmm.
But because they saw her, oh, she's like super woke killer and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm legit watching everything right now. There's nothing woke about her. She's not a Mary Sue. She's not like all great and powerful. All this
I'm a
kind of
big fan of
stuff. I'm like,
hers. She's a
yeah,
good actress.
yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I loved her in Jessica Jones.
Oh,
So,
she was fantastic as Jessica Jones. Fantastic actress for that. Yeah.
but as for the Dexter series, I seen the first original. My brother actually has it on DVD. It looks like the slides he kept. It actually is a really cool set. It looks like the slides that each disc you bring them out, and I want that set. And I love the original. And like first, it was Tom Hanks' son. There's one of the villains. One season he did a great job. But my favorite is still John Lithgow. Such a great comedic actor. He played the greatest villain almost ever. To a T, just the way he played that villain, and that was one
Yeah.
season. Oh my god, just so brilliant.
Yeah.
I
I love
love the original.
what I love about also the first one in the first season, it's an old show, people. So of course there are spoilers. It's a really old show.
Yeah.
But the first season, you finally get to meet, the killer, the ice truck killer, who is the brother of Dexter from the past. It's a brother of Dexter. And it's so funny, because Dexter's stepsister starts dating him, and all that. So it's like that fun drama that they did with that whole thing, and I'm like, that is genius writing. How they did it at that time. Really enjoy that.
Such a good, so good.
Mm-hmm.
It really is, and I'm currently rewatching the whole first seasons again. The first all the seasons of the original Dexter. So I'm like rewatching that while I'm watching the new series because, of course, there's so many years since I watched it. Also, of course, I don't remember everything, so it's kind of nice to like rewatch it because in the new season there's a lot of references to old stories, right? But the black guy, is one of my favorite characters ever. When it comes there, the greatest meme of the show, surprise, motherfucker. That is the best. And they did a little, a little spoiler from the new series. They did a little throwback because Dexter has these visions. He kind of sees the ghost of them, through his life. And then suddenly the guy shows up and just surprise, motherfucker. And I'm just bursting off laughter because I'm like, oh, that brings back so much memories from that time when I watched Dexter. And it's just like, a fucking funny meme. And I remember it was a guy, it was the Vine time when Vine existed. It was a black guy who recreated that scene, and he just made a lot of different, French fries, motherfucker. And, he just continued with a lot of different stuff. It's like, it really blew off back in the day. So it's
I
like,
remember
okay.
that. Yeah. I remember that.
So that was a lot of fun. So no, I really recommend the new Dexter show. I think it's fantastic, and also watch New Blood. The show that comes before Resurrection. I do recommend the prequel series. I think they're gonna make a season 2 because it did so well. So I heard they are gonna continue maybe with the season 2, and I'm all good for it because there's a lot more story to tell in his past, but they're doing it in a good way, like not overdoing it, and.
Mm-hmm.
That actor who plays Dexter as a young Dexter, he deserves all the praise and love because he embodies, the original Dexter so well. And it's not often you get actors who can really get into a role that someone else has done, but he really nailed it.
Nice.
Cool.
So highly, highly recommend that one at least.
So far behind, it takes forever to catch up. I'm still waiting for Twisted Metal to continue and finish. It's already 4 episodes in of Twisted Metal season 2. I'm waiting till it's done and then I'll binge it. That just
I saw that was out. Yeah.
Yeah. And Revival, which is a series based after a graphic novel about 2003, 4, it was a while ago. And it's about zombies, but aliens. It's kind of crossbreed. And it's actually filmed here. That's the show. I was in episode 2. It's actually doing quite well. So, and I'm finishing this. I don't know how many episodes are in the season, but yeah, no, it's pretty fascinating. So I'm enjoying that too.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, Netcat, have you been watching something interesting that you can recommend or something?
I haven't really been watching much. I've more been listening to books, but it's an older series, but it's been going for a long time. It's the Honor Harrington books, where
Okay, yeah.
where basically he part of why I started listening to it again was that it it may be set 1,000 years in the future, but the author David Weber does a really good job of making good political systems, and some of the political crises that happen in the books mirror some of the stuff that we're seeing in current day. It, it-
Yeah, no,
and
exactly.
one of the main space kingdom is modeled off of Great Britain, and 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 the Solarian League is kind of a dystopian version of America, like what America could become with all
Yeah,
of
no,
the deep
exactly. Yeah.
state and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the bigger bad guys ends up being modeled off of the runtime of the French Revolution, where
Yeah, yeah.
where one of the bigger people in it is called Rob S. Pierre.
Yeah, so, send me the
Wrote
name privately, on a private message. I want to check it out. It sounds
Sure,
interesting.
and with it being Rob S. Pierre, if you actually read it, it's Robes Pierre. So it's
Yeah,
it's one
no,
of the,
no, it sounds
it's
interesting.
it's one of those things where it's on the nose, but it's supposed to be on the nose.
Yeah, but sometimes it works, Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But no, it sounds interesting. I really want to get into it and check it out at least.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also even though I know the story, but I decided because Star Wars Jedi Survivor was on a big sale, like super cheap, right?
Hmm.
So I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. I'm
It's
gonna,
not a bad game.
oh, I fucking hate the gameplay. It's so annoying, so
it
unstable.
it took me a
It is a
while to get into it, but it's I don't
the
think it's as
gameplay is
bad as
unstable.
okay.
No, it is unstable. I hate it so much. It's like I like the fighting mechanics. That's fine. The fighting mechanics is fine, stuff like that. But I don't like being Spider-Man all the time and doing, jump arounds and all that because it's so unstable. Suddenly the fucking the character just stops walking on and just falls down. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And sometimes when you jump, it doesn't listen to you. It's just so unstable. I, I hated that part of the gameplay, but the fighting was fine and small things. But the it's I feel it's a little bit too rushed. I will say that I think the first one was a little bit better in a lot of the other mechanics, and this was worse in other mechanics, in my view on it. And the story, yeah, it is what it is. I've said it before. I saw everything mostly before I bought the game. Um, it's not my favorite story. It feels really rushed. The story.
Hmm.
It's a little bit all
Yeah.
over the place. And I really didn't like the High Republic era of the story. Again, it just feels so out of place, you know? It just feels so out of place.
Do what I do. Go back and play old games. That's what I've been.
Yeah.
I've been streaming
But
Fallout New Vegas and Just Cause 3 because I'm kind of I can't afford console games anymore because I can't play online for console. You got to have your PS Plus or your Xbox Game Pass. I'm like, you can play it on PC for free. A lot of these games, so
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
trying to. I'm rebuying a lot of them on PC. It takes forever. I still got to get Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to get Ghost of Tsushima and a few others so I can stream them online because they're some of my favorites. I already did Days Gone. I streamed that, but yeah, I'm getting stuff on PC now. I've kind of given up on the PlayStation and console era. Maybe if I was rich, I'd have one, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
No, and I also know I will get some people might hate me for saying this, because I've been playing the Mass Effect games, right?
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I like the fourth game the best.
You like it the best.
I
Interesting.
like that the best. Yeah, I like that the best. I really enjoy the story. I really enjoy the companions in that one. Uh, No, I just think that was a much more funner game than the others. It's like I like the others. I didn't like particular 3 as much. It felt a little bit weird and rushed, and some stuff didn't make fully sense to me.
Well,
Um,
some of that is because EA decided to be EA.
yeah, that's what I feel too. Yeah.
No, I'm
Um.
not saying I feel that way. I've actually read some stuff about that.
Oh,
They
okay.
came
Yeah. Because
they came in and, like I say, EA was EA. There was
yeah,
an entire
EA
plan and
that makes
stuff, and then EA went, no, 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 no. We want to do this. Now we need to hurry this up. Now,
yeah.
we're not going to give you time to finish that, and things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because it felt so weird and unfinished that it was a lot more. I haven't gone back on the backstory of that game, but it looks like you have done a bit more backstory on it. But overall, it's my least favorite game. It is the least favorite. But I will say, a close second. Again, I love the fourth one a lot. I think it's a lot of joy, and I really like a lot of the companions. I like the gameplay, of course. It's a lot of the same gameplay, and I like that we can like jump more this time than normal.
I have to admit
Um,
that the little I played of it, I enjoyed jumping.
yeah, same here. I like jumping too. But the second game is like my second favorite of them all.
Hmm.
Um, and the first one started also, that's on third place. But yeah, the third game, it's like it is sad when you say EA being EA. It's just like that
Well,
kind of sucks, but it's expected. Yeah.
they
No,
they
dude,
did
okay, I'll give my
they
2 cents on EA. As a person who used to play a lot of hockey games, the sports games, they're notorious for let's release the same game every freaking year. Oh, maybe
yep.
it'll update it every 5 years.
Oh yeah.
How about just give us a damn roster update? That's all I want. And then maybe
Yeah. Right.
5 years when the game mechanics are better, because I used to love the NHL games. I used to play
Yeah.
94 all the way up. And
Yeah. No.
actually even have,
Exactly.
but just like release it, and that's why they don't release it to PC, because once it was on PC, people were keeping like 97 and just updating the rosters. But they're like, no. So that's why they stopped releasing the PC, because they're like, no, we can't have that.
I know exactly.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Why does that
I
not
don't like
surprise me?
EA
But
Sports. My cousin actually used to be a game tester for them. And yeah, no, I
Yeah. I
love
know
their hockey games,
exactly.
but yeah.
and the EA did the exact same thing into Dead Space 3 as well. Dead Space 3
Oh
did
yeah.
not go the way that it was supposed to
Yeah.
No.
go.
I heard
Oh,
a lot about that.
garbage. Dead Space
Thank
1 and
you.
2
I
are
heard a lot
brilliant.
about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead
So,
Space
like I
3,
say, EA
no.
being EA. Hi,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's
But
buy
I do want.
a really popular franchise.
Yes,
And
exactly. But
that
I do want to say, hail to Phil McCracken, the best troll on the internet.
hello,
Hail to you, brother. Hope you're doing good, man. Good to see you, man.
hola.
Uh, but but yeah, we have talked about some fun stuff, and now we're gonna get into some topics for tonight.
Ah.
And yes, I did talk about this also with Mr. Grid, who's a good friend of ours, who was on our Saturday guest show. But I also want to talk about this with you guys because, this was so funny when this came out, because every superhero has to be gay, these days.
Oh, it's not about blue jeans? Oh, darn.
Oh, no. So, of course, Superman declared a gay icon by Out magazine.
Because they're bored and they don't know what else to do, so they're running out of stuff. So let's make persistent. He's not even gay in the film, I don't think. At least to my
Oh
knowledge.
no. We will get into why they look him as gay.
His hairstyle?
No, it's a lot more. So, okay, so let's get into
Oh
this,
dear.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's another tried attempt to politicize a beloved American hero as Superman has been declared as a gay icon by, of course, a gay magazine called Out Magazine. And this is not the first time. We will get into other characters that has been claimed gay, and some of them are disturbing, but it makes sense.
Just out of curiosity, did they get into Link being
No,
gay or trans or things
no.
like that? Okay.
It comes to some horror movies.
Shush! Don't give them ideas. Don't give them ideas.
Oh, I'm not
But
giving ideas. I've seen it. I've seen these things.
yeah, same here. We've talked about it here too when they talked about Link being a trans icon and all this. Yeah. But in a recent, it would be funny if Prismatics suddenly shows up right now, because that would just make sense. Prismatics, if you hear us, you can jump in, because we are used to you jumping in when we talk about gay shit. All
And
the
we can
time
try
it
to have.
happens.
Well, that can't happen because I can't play him and me at the same time.
All right, yeah, that's true. But in a recent article, Out magazine has officially declared Superman as a gay icon, claiming the Man of Steel has always been a symbol of pride community.
No.
You know, I have never seen that in my entire life. And Tom, you have been in the community a lot more than a lot of other people out there. Have you ever seen Superman being a
No.
symbol of pride?
Never.
No.
And Christopher Reeves, and what was the other one who was on? The other actor after Christopher Reeves.
Dean
He was
Cain?
on, no, in the movie that was continuing of the Christopher Reeves one.
Yeah.
Good
I
actor.
don't remember. Yeah.
He was in the DC universe on the TV series. He was actually
I
good.
know, yeah. Brandon
but
Routh.
Yeah, no, also not gay. He did a great Superman. And I'm sorry, Henry. No. So no, he's never been considered gay.
Yeah, no, I always say about when it comes to Henry Cavill, the ladies want him and we geeks wants to be him.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with him. He seems cool as hell. Like, just game with him and shoot the breeze. Hey, dude.
He's everything you want to be. He's a geek.
40K.
He's a geek. He's muscular. He's everything that we want to be.
Build a computer with him.
Yes, exactly. But claiming the Man of Steel, yes. According to the reasoning, Superman's costume, secret identity, outsider status, the physics,
God.
all make him some sort of coded metaphor for being gay. And
so any hero that has a secret identity is now a metaphor for being gay.
Well, I have to say, Netcat, like you keep your, identity private and all, your life private and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That means you're gay.
Apparently, maybe I should go tell my wife that.
Yeah, I like they say here, somebody better tell Lois. I think somebody better tell your wife.
Yep. I mean, she's right over in the other room.
I don't know if it's a bad one or not. It's just it's like, okay, I'm gonna say it anyway. It's so far reaching, it's a reach around. Like, come on.
Exactly.
No, stop.
Exactly. And also and also, of course, his costume is apparently gay. Even though it kind of represents hope and America and the American dream.
That's what the S is, hope. The S stands for the hope.
Well, it used to be before James Gunn. It used to be before James Gunn changed the meaning of the symbol in the new movie.
It still means hope in my mind. He can shove it up his ass. I'm sorry. That means hope. That's always what it meant.
Exactly right.
That's a good term for hope.
It means spacist, as in a space racist.
Exactly, space racist. But also, you have the outsider status, and like I said last time, everyone has been an outsider once or twice in their life and feel like an outsider. I have been an outsider most of my life. Tom, you know how it is. Netcat, everyone knows how it is to be an outsider. So, being an outsider means that you're gay.
Yeah, apparently.
No.
I love how I'm hearing an audible pain coming from Tom.
Yes.
I'm a very different person than you've last guys seen me. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of I'm loving that people are backing blue jeans now. And I watch a lot of YouTubes and people tired of the black stuff and everything and so many other things and I have friends of all colors, creeds, but
exactly.
There's so many stupid things in this world now. I'm just tired. I'm tired.
Yeah,
Things are
yeah,
good.
no, exactly. No, I
Yeah.
totally understand that, and but no, it is the same thing, and we're gonna bring this up. The guy who wanted to do Superboy to a trans character, and when he started claiming that if you shave the sides of your head, wearing a leather jacket, that means you're trans, basically, and a lesbian.
I like shaving the sides of my head sometimes, kind of based after Brian Danielson. I like the way he did it, and it just
Yeah. No,
it
I
looks
like
good.
to shave the side. I like to shave the sides of my head because I have tattoos. I like to wear leather jackets.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone who does that is apparently gay. So
I,
Netcat, do you shave the sides of your head?
oh heck no.
Okay, at least you're not gay.
Oh,
So by the sounds of it, everything we do is
but there's
gay or
plenty of
racist. So
yeah.
yeah.
But I'm sure that other things that I do, they can find something. I mean that's how this game works. And they're able to find something that shows that you're gay, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also the physic. His physic makes him gay.
Mm-hmm.
What, his physique? What?
Yeah.
Why? He's a muscular guy. Keeps in shape. That's
Apparently, that's gay to being in shape. I think you
no.
need
It's
to
called
be.
health. What the hell?
I think you need to. I think we all men have to be super fat people to not be gay. Then is what they're trying to say.
Uh-oh, but
Okay.
then I'm gonna I'm probably gonna have trouble with that because my new job, I'm walking like 7 to 8 miles a day.
So you're walking yourself to be gay.
Apparently.
So that means John Cena is gay because he guy's in great
Oh.
shape. Even oh God,
Ah,
sorry, John,
so
you're actually the straightest man alive, and he's awesome. But anyway,
yep, no, exactly. So let's see here. Let's get the record straight. You see there? Let's get it straight.
oh
Oh
no,
God.
It is the Park Place who want to do that joke.
Oh,
Superman
okay.
was never Superman was never designed as a gay allegory. Nope, he was never made as a gay anything. He was created in 1938 by two Jewish immigrants. Yeah, that's not pretty
Mm-hmm.
gay in my book. Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster as a fantasy of hope during the Great Depression, a hero who stood for truth, justice,
Justice
and
and
yes,
the
the American way.
American way.
Yeah, because it stands for the American way, the American dream, the American love,
mind you,
and
my 2 cents here. Do you guys know
yeah,
Joe Schuster is actually Canadian? He was Canadian American. So little known
Okay.
fact,
yeah,
Superman is part Canadian. So anyway, I just
yeah, exactly.
I'll boot
Um,
that.
But
I
yeah,
know, eh?
so he's a man who chooses to do good, not because of who he is, but because of what he believes. His symbol of timeless morality and personal responsibility, not modern identity politics. And oh, he's in love with a woman. He's been in love with a woman for 90 years in the
Lois
Yep.
story.
Lane.
Lois
Hello.
Lane.
Like,
That is the love of his life.
Tale as old as time.
and he was raised by a nuclear family. Yeah, because his dad and his mom, were Uncle Ben, not Uncle
Yeah.
Benny, Uncle and Aunt.
So
And
he's
but
been in the closet for 90 years.
yeah,
Yep.
Wow.
wow.
Well, if you look at what people try to say about in the 50s, there's a certain segment that seems to think that everyone was closeted gay from back then.
Yep. And of course, we get to this one. Of course, the sacred identity argument falls flat. It does. The article claims that Superman's dual life as Clark and Superman is a metaphor for being gay.
Oh.
But secret identities are literally the sample of every superhero, from Batman to Spider-Man. Doesn't make them all gay. It
Yep.
makes them human, flawed, narratively compelling.
Very
Exactly.
true.
So no, it is funny that they try to make him gay, but it's not just that. It continues. They just talk a little bit more about Superman. We don't need to talk about that because we already know. But they also they talk about hyper masculinity is not a sexuality, and that is true.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
according to many others, yeah, you know. But we are gonna get to this. Superman is the latest target. of this because the ongoing pattern of rewriting canon for clout.
Yep.
Outclaring Superman, a gay icon, isn't one-off. It's part of much larger trend of rebranding straight or non-sexual characters as gay, often with zero basis in the source material, purely generate headlines, win internet points, or insert identity politics. And that's what they've been doing for many years, where they were never intended. So, as I said, Superman was the latest one, but I also remember this. I remember when they tried to make Captain America gay with Bucky
Yes.
Barnes. Activists spent years insisting Steve and Bucky Barnes were secretly in love in the MCU, even launching a viral campaign, Give Captain America a boyfriend.
I know.
No.
I don't want to see Captain America get it up the bum, but Bucky Barnes, they are best friends, not lovers.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. Agent Carter is hot. I'm gonna say that right now. And the actress, I don't blame him for going back in the past. She seemed cool. She was a badass. There, you want a strong female character? She was a super strong female. She was a badass.
But they don't want him to be that. They want him to be gay. They want him to be with Bucky Barnes. They want him to get fucked in the ass by Bucky.
Yeah, Bucky didn't want that, and he didn't want that. So no.
There's also a reason why they don't consider Agents of Shield to be canon, because if they did consider that canon, then we'd have to actually deal with having a good TV show for the MCU.
Yes,
exactly.
Brilliant.
Exactly.
Show.
I'm a big Agents of Shield fan. I love the
Yep.
show, so it's one of my favorites.
And I've
Blake
only
Sugar
seen like
brought
what
into the universe, so.
like one or two episodes of the Agent Carter part of it, but from what I saw, that was good too.
Oh,
So,
Agent Carter was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I think she did a great job. You know?
But let's continue this.
Well, the point that I'm trying to make, besides the snark, is that they keep on talking about wanting to have diversity and really great diverse hero stuff when we already had that, but we don't have it
wait,
anymore.
We've had it for so many years, but they pretend it never existed.
Yeah.
Like I said, the one who played Quake
and I'm
in the
pointing that out
series
because this was talking about the recanon stuff, and
Yeah.
that's why I thought that was appropriate to bring up.
I know exactly.
Agent Carter was brilliant, and then sadly she aged, of course. But Quake could easily be brought in the MCU, and she would have been a badass. She was an amazing character, so well fleshed out, so good. But no, they didn't. I was like, you idiots! Like, oh,
exactly.
Yes.
But of course, they do continue with saying that despite the fact that Cap's entire arc centered around his love for Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
But apparently, Captain America, they want Captain America to be pegged by Bucky. Which Marvel never divided from. And of course, I do remember this, that they tried to make Elsa in Frozen a lesbian because she didn't have a male romance in the show, in the movie.
I had not seen that.
So after Let It Go became an anthem of self-expression, activist media pushed the idea that Elsa must be gay because she didn't have a male love interest.
Just stop.
Exactly.
Like I said,
I do want to say hail to you. Hail to you.
Hey, hamster.
But yeah, so I guess Elsa is a lesbo then, I guess, according to these people. But Disney declined to give her a girlfriend, but that didn't stop the countless articles from branding her a pride icon anyway. Yeah. Wrong.
Wrong.
I just
How about no? And yes, here we go to the little bit more crazier parts. Megan, the murder doll.
She's a kid, even if you ignore the fact that she's a robot.
Yeah, but she's not the worst. We will get to the worst one. But a robotic murder somehow became a gay icon just because she dances in the trailer and roasts people before killing them.
That made what?
Good
it makes no
series. Don't get me
sense.
wrong. I enjoyed the series. I haven't watched the second one yet, but very
I
good
actually,
series.
I don't typically like horror movies. By the way, I typically can't stand them.
Yeah, the second movie is not a
But
horror movie. The
oh,
second one is a martial
I've
art
heard.
action movie,
Yeah,
and
Really?
if
but
I
my
don't
point,
remember wrong, they embraced her queerness in the movie.
my point that I was making though is that is that the original Megan movie was great, even from the perspective of someone who typically can't stand horror movies.
But
Hmm.
when they
Which
do
is
this,
why I'm just saying over here, can I have my brain being broken about what you just
yeah,
said?
yeah, but it's just funny, she became a gay icon. That kind of means that these activist gay premium people they kind of want to be murderers themselves and want to be crazy motherfuckers themselves. Oh wait, there's a lot of them already who are fucked up in the head. It kind of makes a little sense.
Why force
Mhm.
this on characters that aren't even in that? They just create that. Like, guess what?
Um,
There is characters in that community, and one of the most famous, Deadpool. Deadpool is in the community. Why isn't he good enough?
Yeah,
He's like, hello. Like,
I,
yeah, no,
that's
exactly.
Deadpool.
I'm just so
Oh,
disturbed by this thing with Megan because Megan is depicted as a child, and they're
yeah,
trying
she's
to
But
playing
yeah,
make
like a
this
young dog.
activist loves children, and we can go into a long debate
yeah.
about that.
Uh,
But
I yeah.
but
Moving on.
outlets like them and the Advocate ran glowing pieces praising her fabulous energy.
Fabulous.
Yeah, dancing and killing people and being a goddamn psychotic AI who kills people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As if campiness alone equals representation. And of course, ahead of the recent sequel, Megan did embrace her role as a gay icon, even called it her default setting in the new one. Yeah. So they catered to those people.
That's always a mistake.
But of course, we get to the Baraduk movie, a horror movie. Demon was mistakenly categorized as gay on Netflix.
Never seen it, so I can't speak on it.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know that Grid talked a lot about it, and it's like it's nothing about doing gay. It is about a lot of fucked up shit with personality and other fucking shit in the movie. I don't remember everything that he said. It was really late that time, but has nothing to do with gay shit. And I'm gonna say this again, mistakenly categorized as gay. I don't think Netflix did it with a mistake. They had a narrative they want to push, but it has
Netflix
nothing
does
to do with
that.
sexuality at all. Yeah. So, but other than that, this is the one that I remember the most. It's Pennywise the clown, who is an alien. A fucking alien who's not a woman, who's not a man. It's a thing, an alien that looks like, their normal form is more of like a spider than anything else. And a goddamn fucking, eats the souls and everything from children. And I remember this time on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere they were like, Pennywise the clown is gay. He's the biggest gay icon we've ever had in a franchise. He needs to be this. I remember that so
Isn't there
fucking clearly.
doesn't it say some not great things about the fact that they choose the really bad characters to embody what they think is good?
Yeah,
I
but it
mean,
is
if
funny. It's like Pennywise,
yeah,
it's
A bunch of
and
murderers.
and
a
and
bunch of
and
murders,
and just
killers.
ignoring the fact that we were doing this about a child earlier with Megan, she's a psychotic robot killer, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
they want to claim her as representation.
and Pennywise is even
Okay,
worse.
yeah, exactly. There's a
Yeah.
trend, and I'm not sure if it's a good one.
Yeah, so after memes parodied the child-eating clown from It with rainbow edits and draggy quotes. Yes, I remember that so well. It's like, oh my god, it was he. I'm gonna say this like I said last time. He is the biggest queer icon they ever made in this community.
Nope. They're reaching. I'm just tired. No, thank you.
So he too was crowned by a gay icon because irony apparently replaced storytelling.
Yep.
So, we're not gonna go through the whole thing here, of course, but this is like some of the fun stuff that has been going on, and it is just so fucked up who they chooses to be their quote unquote representation of characters,
Yeah.
who's gay. If you're gay, so okay, it's fine. But if you want a good representation in like comic world or film world, we have North Star from the Marvel universe who was originally gay, a good fucking character, well written, never forced to be gay at the time. He's a good representation of just being yourself, right? But no, we're not going to use somebody who was well written. We're going to use characters that are not gay and a lot of murders and androids and aliens. Like Pennywise, because he's an alien. The thing is an alien.
Yeah.
Dude, not many people know Sarah. Her name is spelled Sera. When Angela was brought over to the Marvel universe, because they sold, from Todd McFarlane's Spawn, Angela, which is an amazing character. Marvel got hold of her, lawsuits, blah 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 blah. So now she's the daughter of Odin. In her first comic, she had a trans female, which was her lover at one point. They didn't really make that a big thing. And it was actually a really interesting character because it wasn't the main part of her story, but it was a really good character. And it was a trans character, but it wasn't the focus. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's really well written.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I was like, wow, they did make it a focus. And she was a really cool character. And it was like, yeah, that's the way you do it. Not here's the focus. Look at my transness. Look at my gayness. No, good
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I guess, Pennywise is apparently gay and drag and queer. And
no.
I don't know what movie they saw, but at least of what I have seen, that's not what I saw. I know they tried to push a little gay agenda in the second movie with two characters that was like not in the book, but that was it. Other than that, I cannot remember Pennywise when he was the clown. When it was the clown, I can't remember him getting fucked in the ass by someone else. So I have questions to the Out magazine. Were you on certain other website watching this movie, or did you download the wrong file? Did you download the wrong movie?
I mean, I've actually seen some people say that they accidentally downloaded the wrong Captain Marvel movie and saw the version.
Yeah, the X-rated version.
And said that it was better.
As like a lot of other people said too. The Japanese Ironheart is better than the Ironheart we got on Disney. But yeah, we're gonna get away from that topic. But
Yay.
But yeah, it is funny to see all these characters being crowned as gay icons. And Superman is not the worst. I think Pennywise and Megan and these weird fucked up killers are icons. But I guess this gay premium woke agenda driven people, it kind of makes sense to a certain degree. They don't really make themselves look good.
It's like they don't think.
I think it's
exactly.
Funny, I honestly gonna say I'm seeing less and less and more people fighting back. It slowly is starting to die away. People are finally sick of it. It really is.
At a certain point. It's really
I would agree with that.
It's getting more so though now. In the last few months, the agenda is starting to die out. It slowly is like, no, we're sick of it. We're sick of it. I mean,
what we're seeing die, and if I wanted to get political about it, we could talk about how to where certain money sources are drying up that we're funding it. So there's that.
Yeah,
that is a thing too. We do have a time limit when we stream.
No, I know, and I wasn't intending to get into it. I was just pointing out that
I know what you get. We are gonna go into another article, and it's not like the worst thing ever. I just think it is really interesting timing for this movie to be released again in cinema, because it makes no sense to me. And that is, of course, we are Star Wars lovers. We love Star Wars, and but so Star Wars: A New Hope will get the 5th anniversary, re-release in 2027. But the movie that started the Skywalker saga, as they call it now, even though the 3 last Disney's the sequels were not about the Skywalkers at all. It was
At
about
all.
Palpatine.
Anyway, yeah.
It was about a Palpatine, but arguably created Hollywood's franchise fancy is flying back into the theaters. Um, Star Wars: A New Hope will return to the big screen on April 30th.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
Why?
Of all the dates, why in April?
I mean, when you were first saying it, first telling me this before the stream started, I was assuming that it was just going to be May 4th, like so they could just do the be May the 4th be with you sort of thing. And but then you said it was April, and I was like, what?
It makes no sense. And again, the movie didn't come out, that time either. But I rather have it come out that time when people, because even though Disney and all that created a whole, the fan thing about the May the Fourth be with you, hate it or love it or like it, it doesn't matter. It's up to the people out there. You know, I have my opinions. Other people have their opinions, but even though I'm not the biggest fan of May the Fourth be with you, but it would have made more sense that they would have done at that time, for the big event.
Yeah.
And April just seems so off. I just can't make it make sense.
Yeah.
So of course we're not gonna go through the article and stuff like that. It's just I just want to mention the weird fucking day.
Yeah.
Tom, does this make any sense to you in April?
I don't think it had. Maybe it's to do with the best time ticket sales are easier. Maybe there's a big log of films coming out they don't want to compete against, and maybe there could be a multitude of reasons. It could be a financial reason. It could be scheduling reasons. Remember, you got to be scheduling of when you're allowed in the theaters as well. Like, is there something else playing? Is this the only time we can get? So there's so many reasons.
But
really
it's
why.
always 90% of the time, the certain times they release stuff like this. And especially for every fan out there, we all know that even whatever you think about May the 4th be with you, but that time is when, a lot of people out there does celebrate Star Wars and wants to watch Star Wars and all about Star Wars. So that's why it makes more sense to me that they would have done something big event about it. And but no, it is in April. At least it's not the 1st of April, because that would have been even more funny.
Again, it could be logistics, so I'm not sure.
I'm assuming that that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's just funny. That's like the thing. We just want to make it's just fun,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I'll go. Even though I seen it originally.
Yeah.
But I'll go again.
I know there are gonna be so many people online who are gonna be on the fence of this and gonna be like, if you go to watch it that day, you're supporting Disney. You're gonna be a traitor.
I hate people.
I don't give a shit. I'm going to say this right now. I don't give a shit about those people anymore. They can kiss my ass. I'm tired of it. I'm serious.
I've gotten into so many arguments with those people. I've had someone say that you're Disney shill if you go and see something like A New Hope in theater. It's like, how are you a Disney shill by going to see? I'm a
Star Wars fan. I see the original in theaters. I'm going again because I don't remember it much because I was really young. It's like I was,
and I want to see it again. I want to see it again on a big screen, and I want to take my future wife with me to watch it together and experience that together. Maybe try to bring the kids to have a family.
A family event.
Yes, exactly.
We'll see. It's
but even if you do that with the whole family, they still call you a Disney shill and a traitor. I'm like, no,
but they don't matter. Those people don't matter. So I'd say screw it. Whatever. We do what we want. Those people are just loud idiots, and I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is that I'm actually friends with a couple people who are like that, which is why I end up getting into the arguments. Because it's like,
I just don't acknowledge them anymore. I don't entertain it. I just walk away.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I think
if it's somebody that I don't know, I just ignore them. But like I said, I'm actually friends with some people who get a little bit extreme like that. So
I still ignore them. It's like my friends. Sorry, bye.
I'll occasionally just get annoyed enough that I'll go, shut up.
I guess I'm at the age now. I don't want conflict anymore at my age. I just want to walk away and say, oh no, I have more important things to worry about. Sorry.
But it is, it is a little fun. I'm gonna say it like this, I also know a lot of people out there, privately and streamer and privately, all that kind of stuff who are like really, you're a traitor if you do this or anything like that. But it's so funny when it comes to me, I've been publicly talking about that I liked Skeleton Crew. I like the Bad Batch. I like the Andor seasons, right? And I've been
Hmm.
public about that. But they're like, it's you, so it's okay. I'm like, but practically everything you guys say about other people is kind of you're kind of referencing me in there because I'm part of the people that like certain stuff. I started liking Rogue One a little bit better than I used to. When I rewatch, I'm like, I don't hate it as much as I did. I could see stuff that I enjoyed a lot more.
I just
But
forget everything about that movie the moment that I watch it.
Oh,
yeah,
I
no,
like Rogue One.
exactly.
I liked it when it first came out. Actually,
I,
Rogue One. I was a
I
big
mean,
fan.
But it is fun. It is just so funny that no, Jason, like you are one of the good guys. So it's fine that you like it. But I'm like, that is
yeah,
so stupid.
I
It's
have
kind of
had
Process that you that's hypocritical, man. That you think
hypocritical. I
that
was just
way.
gonna say it's very
I've
hypocritical
had
of them.
that same conversation where it's like, you're okay. It's like, yeah, but what about my friend over here? Oh, we hate him. He's a shill. It's like, you realize that he was on my channel talking with me about this stuff, and I wasn't disagreeing
Yeah,
with him.
I say more power to
exactly.
them. If you don't enjoy it, don't enjoy it. Just don't
Yeah,
criticize others. It's
yeah.
it's, it's to be
Keep it
bitter at
civil.
somebody else because of liking something is just
Keep it
sad. You
civil.
have a
Be
sad
friends.
existence.
Be
Exactly. Just be
friendly.
nice to people.
That's how
Yeah.
we nerds used to be. You know,
I'd
That's what
like
I
to
it's
still
like,
retry.
am. You know.
and let me
I
just
would like
bring
to
up a good
return to
example.
that.
Yeah, me too. So I'm just gonna use a good example. I have also a lot of streamer friends and private friends who, a lot of them liked the new Superman movie. Some people didn't like me, but the thing is that the good thing that came out of that movie that I think is the most positive is that we all started talking like comic book geeks again about the movie and debating and talking. I'm like, God, this is what I've been missing for years. Like we
Yep.
debate. We don't go personal. We actually debate and talk properly about it. Like when we argued about comic books and stuff like that, but we still, we would shake each other's hands and hang out and whatever. I'm like, that was the one good thing.
I, I remember being at a con and ending up just talking about how just how invincible Wolverine actually is, and discussions like that are fun.
Yeah, I missed the conversation about who would win a fight, Goku or Superman. I miss
Yeah,
those conversation and debates and fights.
exactly.
And I was always on the Goku side because I'm more of a Dragon Ball fan.
Hey, I always bring people don't talk about it. World Breaker Hulk could beat them all if he really wanted to. I really think World Breaker Hulk is so underrated, but and people argue that one.
Right?
People
Yeah.
forget-
But
He's
that's
immortal. He's immortal. So people forget that Hulk can't die, and World Breaker Hulk almost destroyed the planet Earth. They had to ship him off Earth again because he was almost killing Earth because somebody tried to get killed his wife, and they thought his son was dead too because he
but the
went
most
nuts.
the biggest question is he queer?
Oh, shut up. That's almost as bad. I don't know which one I'd hate worse, Queer Hulk or Smart Hulk, because I hated Smart Hulk. And I don't, the way it was so badly done. Like, they're
if
in the
any
comics, actually.
if anybody's gonna be queer in the Hulk universe, it's gonna be his son.
Don't start, don't. That was the worst.
With that
Oh my God. Scar's supposed to be a badass. Scar's like a legit badass. The long hair, and he's just, I don't know what the hell kind of haircut he had. And that stupid She Hulk, like, is he a monk or something? What is that?
right? He became like
Dumbest
a
thing.
homo monk.
Yes, and he's tiny. Like he's a little skinnier than Hulk, but he's a badass. Like he's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I hated that.
But no, so I know sometimes I wish we could go more back to those conversation. It's like I also remember back in the day when I used to watch podcasts like on old Instagram. It was like a group that I was watching there. They used to go live with people all the time, many years ago, and I used to watch them. All the time, and they always had like good debates, good points, both sides. I kind of miss those kind of days, with those kind of
Hmm.
podcasts.
Yeah.
Um, but we don't get that anymore, and the people that I know just call me a fucking Disney chill instead of saying that I'm good, you're our friend. Just stop it. Just call me a fucking Disney chill. I don't care.
I, and honestly, my biggest thing that I argue about when people talk about about random people being Disney shells is that's like, guys, do you even know what a shell is?
Right? No, so it is fun. It is fun. Uh but also we are gonna get into some other stuff, and let's see here, just so I get it all right. Do we want something more fun, or do we want something Pedro Pascal?
No, I'm tired. I never want to hear that name again. I am so sick and tired of that. No,
And-
Pedro
no.
and-
Pascal, the sex
I
pest.
literally am beginning to hate him now. I mean, he's a
All
touchy
right.
feely. He's creepy as hell. You see some of the
Yeah,
stuff he does
yeah,
with these women on set.
Tom, Tom.
Uh,
You know
You
you are my
missed-
brother. Tom, you know you are my brother, and I love you a lot. You're one of my best friends. You know that, right?
yeah.
You know I love you from the bottom of my heart.
What?
So Pedro Pascal and his hand in
Oh!
history.
Oh.
A touchy timeline of course, inappropriate behavior with female
I guess I
co-stars.
should just go in public and say I have anxiety and I'm gonna start groping girls' bums. Like,
Isn't it funny? Because when he goes to pride parades, he likes to like jerk off with the glowing sticks, pretending that he sucks on them. Yeah, I'm like, where is your anxiety there, man? Like,
yeah.
where is it? Nah, it's just when I'm around women, he thinks he's attractive, and oh, I have to touch them, and oh god, it's so Pedro Pascal.
Creepy.
He's creepy. The Chilean American actor, known for his roles in The Mandalorian, well, I can say 90% of the time he's not in the suit. He's just a fucking voice. And a few times he's in the suit, it's a few times, not much. Because he said the suit is a little bit too tight. Why the fuck don't you work out then, or you ask them to make the suit a little bit bigger for you?
And I'm gonna say I actually enjoyed The Mandalorian. I didn't hate it. So
I enjoyed parts of it.
But I'm tired of this guy. Like the best role I seen him in was a comedy. It was oh gosh, I think it was him and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, the movie about Nicolas Cage. Yep, the
Yeah,
movie
that was
about
awesome.
Nicolas Cage.
That was funny.
And you know why? Pedro Pascal practically played himself.
I actually didn't even hate him there. I was like, okay, that was pretty funny. You know,
because he is
but
that stupid.
I'm just tired of him. I'm tired.
He's just playing himself. But of course, also The Last of Us that he did, and of
I
course,
haven't even seen- yeah.
and of course, they recently released the fantastic Boar gay steps or women
I've heard
steps,
yeah.
motherhood
yeah.
steps. I went to the cinema because luckily, you know, I have free cinema once in a while, so I
You
got to see it.
bastard.
So I got to see it. The good of the whole thing is that I was in a luxus room with a good seat that I can lay in, almost sleep in. It was like
Nice.
fantastic, soft and nice. But I watched it, and you know, I hate it. This does not feel like, you know, Fantastic Four.
Mm.
Pedro Pascal was the worst one in it because again he played the same character that he always does. And of course, Galactus looked cool in the beginning, and then suddenly he becomes super small out of the blue. And then, of course, it's women that beats him, of course, because motherhood and female Silver Surfer. Of course, so spoilers, you know, he's a weak fucking bitch. Galactus, who would fucking eat planets and kill everybody and be fucking badass, is a, you know, a cock. They cocked him, as they like to say. And the story was boring and did not connect well. But if
And
you
there's
liked
still-
it, you liked it.
And
Happy
there's
for
still
you.
rumor. He's supposed to be the head of the Avengers in the upcoming films. I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah, maybe he will grow up more women in that movie. But you know, so Pedro Pascal has often been described as charismatic, fuck, I can't talk.
Charismatic.
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 Charismatic, thank you. Charismatic and affectionate in public settings. However, fans are starting to push back on Pedro Pascal and his tackly interaction with female co-stars, such as holding hands, hugging, touching arms and faces. These events sparked widespread debate. Well, he is creepy. While some view these as harmless expressions of friendship, coping mechanism of his self-reported anxiety. But not when you
Yeah,
pretend to suck a dick with a glowing stick
I've
in
never
front of
liked
people.
self-report or diagnosis for really anything. And
Exactly.
someone with his resources doesn't get to say, I couldn't afford to get diagnosed, like some people can
Yeah.
actually honestly say. If
Yeah.
you wanted to get
He's
if he actually
poor.
has it,
He's poor. He's not an actor. He's poor.
yeah, I tell you.
But yeah, other label them as creepy, inappropriate, or overly familiar, especially when involving younger individuals, married women, or pregnant co-stars. Yeah, yeah, This article focused on the verified public incidents between Pedro Pascal and female co-stars involving Bella Ramsey, Sarah Paulson, Gaida Colgrande, wife of William Defoe. Oh my God, I saw that video. William Defoe did not look so happy. I kind of tried to brush it off, but he didn't look so happy. And Vanessa Kirby. And yeah, Vanessa Kirby, I don't know what she's thinking because she's acting like she won. It's like it wouldn't if she cheated on her man, it would not surprise me because they are so touchy in public and
Oh,
calling
they
each
probably,
other,
yeah, they're
yeah,
together almost. You can tell. It's just
yeah, touch, yeah.
yeah.
Based on the viral clips, interviews, reports from web sources, and X discussion, the debate over Pedro Pascal and his touchy feely style with co-stars.
Allegedly. I better say that to cover my butt.
Yeah. Pascal openly discussed it struggling with social anxiety during high pressure events. I just want to say again, but not when you are on Pride. You are not afraid to be super social and doing weird fucking shit. You have no anxiety. It's only when you're around women that you act like this.
Yeah, why isn't he doing to guys on set? Why isn't he grabbing a guy and touching a guy? He
Yeah,
doesn't do
why
that
does
on
he
set.
touch the guys, kiss them on the cheek, and be cuddly cuddly? Right. It's only the women. Um like red carpets and panels, many, of his constant touchy of co-stars and coping mechanism for this anxiety. I don't believe it. Supporters, including co-stars like Vanessa Kirby, that he may be fucked, describe this interaction as a mutual and supportive. Kirby called Pascal incredibly loving and empathize their needs for closeness to portray a married couple on screen.
I think that
Yeah,
people
sure.
get
Really, you
afraid
don't
that
know acting? What is acting?
yeah,
Right?
it's this lost art called acting. I think a lot of people have forgotten what that means.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait. No. It was like Jim Carrey. They're method acting, so they have to play the character on set even when the camera's not
that's
rolling.
probably why he maybe had a time with Vanessa, right?
Yeah.
Method acting.
Method acting.
Yep.
The husband comes in, right? And just like, no, we're just method acting.
Yeah, they just explained that, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I get it. I get it." Mhm.
Maybe the husband needs to do a DNA test on the kid. Just saying.
Or he might know.
Well,
Or he might know. Yeah,
maybe. Critics, however, argue it reflects selective behavior toward women, yes, potentially crossing boundaries in a
yes.
post hashtag Me Too era, with some labeling it's a fuck, I can't talk today, predatory or an excuse for unwanted familiarity. Online memes and fuck, I can't talk today. God damn it. My lack of sleep. It is funny, it is funny.
Yes.
But with as accusations, fuck, what is going on today? Normally I can talk better. I should probably give up.
Let's see.
The coffee didn't work. Accusations of fuck, I can't talk today. How you guys doing?
I'm doing fine.
Tom, how you doing?
I'm good. I'd read it for you, but my eyes with the cataracts, it's
I
hard to see
know,
things
I
right
know.
now. It's like ah. Otherwise, I'd read it for you. But yeah.
Yeah, I cannot talk today. But there are people defending him and yada yada with those executions of him,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
this fucked up shit.
and
I'm
and
just
and
tired of him. I'm
and
tired of him. I'm tired, and just, I don't care anymore. And the fact that he's rumored to be the head of the Avengers and everything that's
Yeah,
supposedly come future. No, no, thank you. No, 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 no,
yeah,
no, no.
and I've
exactly.
and people talk about just how good he looks, and I've never seen it, and I decided to ask my wife what she thought, and she was like, no. So
Exactly.
It's the mustache. No, it's not Tom Selleck. He's no Tom Selleck. Sorry, no,
the the, the mustache makes him look like a sex pest.
no. Some men can carry it off. Tom Selleck was
Yeah, but
badass with the mustache.
accusations and
This guy,
hypocrisy from defenders, while the critics highlight discomfort and question if anxiety justifies repeated patterns of touch. There we go. Now I can talk. Fucking coffee doesn't help. But experts attribute such as touch of physical benefits like oxycontin release that reduces stress, though no such experts have weighed in Pascal specifically. Despite this, viral videos have led to backlash, with some questioning why his anxiety manifests more around women and accusing him for using it as a shield for behavior that makes observers uncomfortable. Exactly. So Bella Ramsey, who's pretty young compared to him, at the 2023 Met Gala, Pascal was seen hugging and touching arms with Bella Ramsey, then 19, his latest, Last of Us co-star. The interaction included Pedro, Pascal explaining his signature hand to the chest pose as an anxiety curbing technique to Ramsey, who patted his hand in response.
Yeah.
That looks creepy, It's only around women. Critics amplified concerns over the age gap, calling it inappropriate and creepy for a man. Yeah, I will be honest. It is. She's 19. He's a lot older, and
It's
he's so
legal,
touched.
but it's still creepy. There's a difference.
Exactly.
Mm.
There is even if legal, there is limits on shit. Just because they say legal doesn't mean it's not creepy.
Yep.
It's still
Uh-huh.
creepy.
Yes.
Pascal's age to be tactile with a teenager, even in a supportive context, arguing it blurs professional boundaries. Exactly. Additional verified clips from the Last of Us promo and behind the scenes shows hug, face caressing, and arm around shoulder moments, and a lot more, of course, behind the scenes. And of course, Bella Ramsey talked about this. I adore him. He's just a very safe person. Yada yada. She's getting along with him really well. As she
Hmm.
claims. And then of course Sarah Paulson, who is, if I don't remember wrong, she's not. I don't remember. I don't think she's straight. If I don't remember wrong, there's something about that. If I don't remember wrong. Many years ago. She was
I
like
have
dating
no
a woman or
idea.
something. Yeah.
Mm.
She is known for the American Horror Story. So I just know that was she dated a woman or something at the time. But that's another case. Sarah Paulson in July 2025 on another event at the July 1st, 2025 press night of Evita of London Palladium. Pascal and Paulson, longtime friends since the 1990s, walked on the red carpet together, sharing hug, arm wraps, and affectionate poses. It's only women. He likes to touch them. It's like, and he gets away with it. He can do
Yep.
whatever, and he gets away with it. While some celebrate it as a beautiful friendship, Others blasted the interaction as creepy and bizarre, with social media users and influencers like Sydney Watson calling Pascal fake and questioning why such affection, Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Around
I've
women.
seen her videos on that.
Yep, exactly. And then of course we're gonna get to this one with the guy, the Kula Grande, who is the wife of course, William Defoe. William Defoe. On the Walk of Fame ceremony on, January 8th of 2025, Pascal stroked the shin of Gaida, the Defoe's wife, while posing for photos, and he was like so passionate, the way he did it. It was like super creepy. I saw the video. I think if I click it, we're gonna go straight to X, so we're not gonna do that. But just look the video up yourself. The foe stepped in with a finger point and a brief serious expression before seeming to laugh it off. The clip resurfaced in July 2025, called it creepy and predatory by some, with critics arguing it disrespected. I feel it was, disrespecting, because the foe did not look too happy about it. You kind of see the way he reacts, like kind of trying to brush the hand off,
Hmm.
Defenders point to the laughter and the Pascal's anxiety as context, because that's what they always come to when he touches women. It's anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. But every time he is with a male star, no women, he doesn't touch them and hug them and kisses them and whatever, like he does with women.
Yep.
Where is the anxiety there? Where is it?
It's amazingly absent.
It is. And, I hoped in the Fantastic Four movie that the world was going to end. Spoiler, it didn't. Because it would make sense if the world got destroyed, because Mr. Fantastic was too busy sucking on a fucking glowing stick.
Well, why? I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch it now. Now I'm confused. Why did they go to a different universe then? It's like,
They didn't.
But remember the ship at the end of Thunder?
Yeah, the producers talked about it. It was never planned. It was not a thing.
Well, how is he supposed to end up in that universe then? Because if he's going to have the
It's not them, according to the producer. It's not them.
Oh my god!
Because apparently the producer of Fantastic Four basically said, the movie, the Thunderbolts was basically how was again that was made before their movie or something like that. I don't remember how the whole thing was, but that was not supposed to be Fantastic Four.
But
it was some bullshit. It was some bullshit that they talked about.
Yeah. Oh
god.
But of course, also Dakota Johnson, who's also known for Madam Web. Greatest movie ever.
Hey, it had some good scenes.
I know
what I'm gonna say.
Great jeans,
Oh, great schoolgirl outfits. Oh, Sydney. Anyway.
But while not directly touching her, Pedro Pascal has also raised many eyebrows due to his conduct with co-star Dakota Johnson from a pair of Antoinette. I cannot pronounce that shit. Whatever. But don't worry about it. During promotions for the show that they were doing, Johnson shared that Pedro Pascal jokingly suggested she started an adult subscription website account focused on her toes.
Oh god.
Yeah, he makes comments about people's feet a lot too, I guess. He likes people's feet.
I want to just ask, Pedro Pascal, you're not currently also one of the people that subscribes to Lil Tay, that girl that everybody has been subscribing to?
No, let's not bring it. Oh my gosh. she turns 18 and she made $1 million in 3 hours. Yet I'm still 52.
I think Pedro Pascal is on that list, man. He probably want to see those toes. But yeah, according to Johnson, told her she could wiggle her toe and make money. I have a lot of questions to Pedro Pascal.
I don't know
Yeah.
Vinny because he's just that's a thing. I guess he likes toes. He's mentioned it in interviews like, oh, I love toes. Like,
Does he like? Do you think he liked Brie Larson's fate?
I
Oh God.
Hey, I'm going
Uh,
to say something that might shock people. Brie Larson isn't that ugly. I'm sorry. She's actually
mm,
not a bad looking woman. It's just her personality makes her ugly. Her personality makes
and
her like
ugly
that.
toes. Ugly
Yeah,
toes.
I don't know. I've never seen them. So, but yeah, just.
But
Hey,
she
John
presented
Mine.
it as like,
Good to see
hail,
you.
hail to you. Hope you're doing good. But she presented it as lighthearted joke, but many were quick to point out how fast Hollywood could cancel seamlessly, anyone else for such a comment, even in a jest. Yeah, but he doesn't. If it was, we say, someone else, they probably would be canceled.
Well, let's go back. Since we're on this topic and him, let's go back to the Mandalorian. They canceled somebody from that show. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah, and she said something.
No.
Well, she said he said the very same thing. They didn't touch him. He was
Yep.
talking about the encamps and they actually made a mistake. Didn't even get it right, and yet she just said something in a joking manner, and she was the one that got fired, and he didn't.
Yeah.
What? So
Exactly.
yeah,
But so, of course, she was one of them. And of course, recently with Vanessa Kirby. And they have, been so touchy. So I just watched a Gordon Ramsay show. They were there
yeah.
and they were about to almost kiss on that show, and so touchy they were.
Who is
I
her husband in real life? Who is her
I
husband?
don't remember. I just think that he needs to take a DNA test on their child. That's what I'm gonna say. But during the Fantastic Four for First Steps press tour, multiple clips of Pedro Pascal with pregnant Vanessa Kirby went viral, including holding hands, rubbing her arm, placing his hand on her waist or belly, saying, "You can't leave me alone that long." Yeah, so face stroking, cheek kissing, probably more that we don't see. But here, after all that, he didn't have anxiety when he did this.
Okay, she's married to an American lacrosse player. He looks badass. Why doesn't he putting this guy to the ground? I'm sorry. If somebody's doing that to my
Right?
wife, they're not going to be standing. No, I'm like, take your
Exactly.
hands off, buddy. So
But of
unless
course,
she makes the money. So I don't know.
yeah, exactly. But critics have, slammed these as creepy, inappropriately touchy, practically for placing hands on a pregnant woman's belly without clear invitation, labeling Pascal as a creep scale, Pascal, in TikTok trends, and arguing it invades personal space under the, guise of affection. Kirby described the interactions positive, but online complications call them oddly intimate or handsy, etc., etc., etc. And of course, using the whole anxiety again and again, the people that tries to defend him. But of course, we had the border context and reactions. Defenders argue Pascal creates safe environments for women. Yeah, I don't know if he really does that, but
I don't
yeah.
even know what to say to that. So
Critics, however, see it as predatory or an excuse, questioning gender selectivity and amplifying concerns that media reframes stories to downplay discomfort. As seen in Vanity Fair coverage of Eventa Event, here's a screenshot of Pedro Pascal dancing, with a rainbow colored, the stick, and he's pretending to suck on it. The whole video is like he's super gay with that thing. No anxiety, no anxiety.
yeah.
Because apparently he can
So
turn it on and off.
yes. And again, it's only with women. Here, he was fine, pretending to suck on that thing. It was a creepy video, and as I said, this if the world in Fantastic Four goes under, and we know why, he was too busy doing this. But yeah, we're not gonna go through the rest of it because it just repeats itself. But it is
Yeah.
funny that, of course, Mr. Creepy Pascal, is so intact with women and so caring with women, and he creates a safe space for women, and he likes to invade their personal space and touch them, and has super anxiety. But when he's with men, it's okay, and when he's on gay stuff, it's okay. Fantastic. Now, I hate Pedro Pascal. I don't like him. I think he's a shit person, a creepy person, a shit person, and particularly he's not a great actor. I am sorry to people who like him, but he's not a great actor.
It's
Sorry, not
it's
sorry.
it seems like like when they have a role that no one else wants, they go, "Hey, Pedro, you want to be in this?" And he's like, "Ah, sure, why not?"
Yep. And of
I'm
course,
not going to defend. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
we do have John Mind. It just seems weird with the anxiety stuff with him. It would be different if it didn't turn off and on again. Exactly.
Yeah,
But the thing with him, it turns off when he does, and then it turns back on around women. It's like I've seen him with a lot of men. He's not like this with them. There's no anxiety or anything like that. He acts normal. And then every time he's around women, that's when he becomes a creep man, all the
yep.
time. So, any last thoughts about this? We're going to start with you, Tom. How do you feel about all of this? Give us your honest opinion.
Okay, and now people might yell at me for what I'm going to say. If it's mutual and you're the girl and you don't have to be dating them, but if two people are okay with it, I don't see anything wrong with it. But I don't think these girls are okay with it. It just seems creepy and weird. Now, if a guy and a girl are groping each other and they're having fun and whatever, and they're okay with it, I have nothing against it because it's a consensual thing. But the way
Agreed.
he does it publicly, a lot, and the way he does it, and he's saying it's to do with his anxiety. It just seems like a made up bullshit thing. It seems made up because
And it's
why would?
self-labeled,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah, like I was saying earlier.
like I said, it just. I mean, hey, if a cute girl and I are groping each other, and we're friends and whatever. Hey, awesome, But he's doing it publicly, and first of all, that doesn't look good for your company. This guy's supposed to be attacked. Keep that if you're gonna do it, and if your partner's okay with it,
He's
do
the
it
icon for masculinity, apparently.
but that's not, like I don't know. It's just I don't get it, and no, I'm tired of him anyway as an actor. He's in too many things. Like I've never seen an actor
They showed
this
3
much.
movies in cinema with
Yeah,
him
I've never seen an
at
actor
once.
this much over, even more than Stallone, Arnold, any of the 80s or 90s. This guy's in everything, but he's not at their level. He's not that masculine man. He's not that. They're trying to force him to be like the next Rock or the next Jathan Statham or no, he's none of those. He's not. He's not on that level, and
Yeah.
he's not that
He
good.
had
But
he
no,
doesn't have anything what they have, and again too, he 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 uses a stunt double all the time in Mandalorian. They should just recast him with a fucking stunt double
yeah, I
because
mean,
they are the
Hmm.
one.
but that's
Yeah,
why Tom Hanks, a guy at 60 years old, still doing his own stunts, a badass and one of the greats, one of the literal greats.
Yeah,
And
Tom
yet you got,
Cruise, yeah.
yeah, Tom
yeah.
Cruise, and exactly. And yet him, like, I'm just tired of him. And like I said, I didn't even hate. I liked him in The Mandalorian, and I actually didn't that
Only
other
when you
film I
hear his
mentioned.
voice.
And I didn't hate The Last of Us the first season, but I haven't seen the second one. I haven't touched it. So
It is a second game. That's what it
yeah,
is.
I never even finished that one yet. I have yet to go back to play it.
I
So, but
never
Uh,
finished the first one.
I like the first one. I actually like the first game.
Yeah,
I
no,
It
don't
was
even think
fun.
exactly.
used it, and I might have just been in a bad headspace when I tried playing it, but I just couldn't get into it, so I just
You
haven't
know,
gotten
you know,
back to
I'm gonna
back to
say
it.
this. I wish they just recasted, Pedro Pascal with Latif. He is the guy who's 90% under the suit, doing everything that Pedro Pascal cannot do. He's the one who does 90% of it. There's another guy too that does a little bit other stuff. But Latif, he's a guy that I grew up with watching on YouTube because he started out as a stunt double, a stunt man, and then became a stunt man. And his acting, when he actually gets to act, he's a pretty decent actor. And he also does Corporea, really fantastic Corporea with a little bit of his own technique in it. And Yeah, he's a
Copper.
person of
Okay,
color.
yeah. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking. Yeah.
and he's a
Copper.
person of
Yeah.
color, and if you want a good representation of someone who's a little bit unknown, not the bad actor, and can do proper stunts, I would just recast it with him. Not have Pedro Pascal, who complains about the suit. It's too tight. And and,
Oh
and he
well.
got
That's
and
just,
he got
yeah.
mad that he needed to wear a helmet too, as he talked about. He didn't like that. That's why they need to show his face in the
Yep.
season. That was his reasoning. He just wanted to show his face. He was a Mandalorian, and they're
Okay,
not
I'm sorry.
supposed.
I will do. I did like that scene though with Grogu. It was. It did. That's the same time they introduced Luke back, and I was in tears. I was like, oh god, because we had the
Yeah.
garbage movies before that, and I was like, oh, happy times again. And I didn't. I understood the taking off the helmet for that scene because Grogu was like touching it. Like, oh, maybe he took it from Grogu. He's like, Grogu can touch me. Maybe I can touch it. I don't know. Just
But yeah, that is enough. Netcat, any final thoughts about Pedro Pascal? An honest thought, super honest thought about him?
Super honest thought is that he looks like a sex pest, and I wouldn't want him anywhere near someone that I was in charge of, because it looks like
He would probably cry around you.
because thing is that as we keep harping on about him saying that it's because of his anxiety. That's the
Yeah,
thing. And when he says it's because of his anxiety, that almost shames the women into letting him do it.
exactly.
It puts them on the spot and makes so that
Yeah,
they might think that they're going to be looked at worse if they don't let him
exactly.
do it. So to me, it feels like
Manipulating them practically, with it.
mind you,
it feels like coercion is what I'm trying to say.
except for that Kirby one, she seems like she's inviting it because she's doing.
Oh
the same.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm just
seems like-
saying in general.
And
The
just in
thing with
general.
with Kirby that looks like it's just they're having an affair.
Yeah, exactly. But also, it is creepy, and it is like, how do you call it again? Um, he's manipulating them basically. It seems like, to let him do all the things that he does. And it is a disgusting behavior if that is the case. Of course, we cannot, confirm or deny anything, but
But we
it's
can see
what
what he says.
we can see what he says, the way he acts, and no, it is Hollywood overall. It is Hollywood overall,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
but certain people who he has the right politics too. That's why he doesn't get canceled with stuff he does. He has the right politics in Hollywood.
Yep.
But yeah, Gina
Um,
Carano got totally canceled, and she was a badass,
exactly.
a powerful
It, it, it-
female character.
he's
That's what
basically
they
this is
wanted.
a good term. If this is the case, he's guilt tripping them to let him do it.
Yes. Which is basically what I was saying, except I was
Yeah.
making it a little bit more harsh.
Yeah, exactly. But that is like, that's how it feels. And yeah, we're not gonna talk more about him, but all I'm gonna say, fuck you, Pedro Pascal. Just you cannot act. I don't like you. And shave. The last thing, shave that damn mustache, man.
Yeah.
it
So
it makes you
I guess this is the Pedro Pascal non appreciation stream.
exactly. Exactly. But we are going to get into some more positive news, something I'm a little bit excited for, and I hope it's going to be good. And I do like the new suit of this movie. I did not like the two first movies they did, but the third movie they did with the cameos, with the story, is always what I wanted from the beginning with the character. And that is, of course, the Spider-Man movie that's
Oh, I
coming.
like Tom. I like Tom Holland. I'm a real fan. I think he does a good job. So
I hated the two first movies because, again, poor fucking writing. They treated him like Tony Stark Jr. Did not like that. But what they did in No Way Home is what I wanted from the beginning. At least they did something better with that. I enjoyed that movie because they did everything I said that they had to do.
Well, I
But
think
we
they
are
were pushing.
have
Sorry. Just let me say. I think they were kind of pushing Tony because remember they were trying to introduce the universe and that.
but
I
they
mean,
made Peter so fucking stupid, and he's not supposed to be this fucking stupid.
actually, isn't he smarter than Tony? If I'm
He
not
is
mistaken?
smarter than Tony on so
Yeah,
many levels too.
Have I ever told you what I call the second movie?
What do you
No,
call it?
Spider-Man Far From Okay.
That's
I
a good
like
one.
I like them all, but yeah. I mean, the
Yeah,
Oh, well,
last
I
one
didn't
was
like.
the best.
I had to get drunk to finish watching the second one, and
Oh,
I think I actually streamed
but
myself watching that one, and I got drunk by the end of that stream.
but at least Spider-Man Brand New Day. Michael Mando teased his Scorpion suit up, so he's confirmed basically that he's back. Michael Mando is officially back as he's Scorpion. That's who he is. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now the actor is fueling speculation at this time around. He will be suiting up as Scorpion. On Instagram, Mando posted a series of teases that strongly suggest his villainous eternity about to get serious. And of course, Scorpion teased in the new Instagram stories, etc. One image shows Mando in a black and white mirror selfie. We just saw that, here we are. And when he's coming back and all that kind of stuff, if that's the case, I hopefully they will not waste him again and they will do something proper with him this time. And also, other story featured close up of the classic Marvel Legends Scorpion action figure, as we see here, of course. Good figure. I like that figure. Old school classic. I need to get one of those, the retro one. And he also shared a comic book artwork showing Scorpion and Venom trapped in webs and caped in it all of with a bold red sting graphic. No caption were added, but message seemed clear that Mac Gargan is going full Scorpion. And so here we go with that. First introduced in Homecoming, and I felt like they wasted him, didn't do a proper job with him. I'm not a big fan of the first movie. It felt like, they dumbed Peter Parker so much down. They have a great actor. I like Tom Holland, don't get me wrong. But it's just the writing for me that did not do it. And they made him so stupid. Just my opinion. It's my opinion. And of course, fans speculated he was being set up as a future villain with the Sinister Six style arc after his prison encounter with Michael Keaton's Vulture, but nothing ever materialized until now. With Brand New Day embracing street level direction with multiple villains already tied to the plot, it looks like Marvel finally is pulling the trigger on Gargan's transformation. But one thing I also like with this is the new Spider-Man suit. I am not gonna lie about that. I really like the new suit. Um, so here is the new suit, and we have also gotten a lot more close up with it. He has the double layer of web like Tobey Maguire had. His logo is a little bit, like Andrew Garfield and more accurate to the comics. And his outfit now looks a lot more accurate to
Yes, I
the
agree.
comics.
I've seen some
So
pictures and I was like, ooh, that looks
yes,
good. So
I
yeah.
really enjoy the new suit. I
Mhm.
don't like the webbers that he has on the suit. They're a little bit too big, as you can see here. They're like super big compared to what they used to be. So I'm not the biggest fan of the webbers, but everything else I really enjoy the suit. It's like I've heard rumors about certain actors and characters that are gonna show up on this movie. All I want to say about this movie, I hope it's gonna do well, but they're not gonna top No Way Home, of course. That blew, that's the only MCU movie that got an extended cut for a reason. The
Yeah.
only one. Um, but what they're gonna do with this movie, I hope that a lot of these rumors are not true with certain actors coming back from other places. What they would do with this movie is just focus on Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man and the villains.
They've gotten to the
Nothing
point
else.
where they don't seem to be able to make a movie that is just about the titular character, and that's not just the MCU. That's also DC. They seem to
DC,
feel,
yeah, exactly.
but both of them seem to have a problem with focusing on one character, and that's what really started the MCU off. It started off with Iron Man and a few others that were
Exactly.
like Captain America. That's how they got big. But now they can't seem to go back to that.
Exactly. And again, Tom Holland can do good alone he's popular enough. He's popular enough. He would do well. He
Well,
doesn't need all the side heroes anymore or anything like that.
Well, don't forget, originally it was the Sony version anyway. It wasn't even part of the MCU at first. And
Yep.
I find Sony's
Yep.
better at the individual ones because I mean, and you'll agree with me. Look at Craven. That was awesome.
I
That
loved
was so
Craven. It's one of my favorite
yes,
movies.
so well done.
A
And that
lot, a
was
lot, a lot of the hate was really forced because of the other movies, and
yeah,
many
yeah,
people
yeah,
didn't give it a
exactly.
chance.
But no, I mean, I find Sony's better at doing the individual one. That, but I agree, MCU they've lost track on that, 100%.
Yeah,
Like,
no, because I really just want Spider-Man and Peter to be alone this time. I want him to have at least one, two villains. Fine, maybe some side stuff in the story can be fine. Just depends on how you write it. But I feel let Tom Holland shine alone for once. Don't have all the other side heroes or this and that I've heard rumors about. You know, don't let him shine for once alone. And it would make sense because everybody has forgotten about him, who he is, who Spider-Man really is. He's not part of the Avengers anymore after the last movie. He moved away. Let him shine for once, you
but
know?
don't forget, Spider-Man is a powerful character. He's actually stronger than a lot. Maybe Thor might be more powerful, not many, and Hulk. But besides, Spidey is a very powerful character. He's the center of the
Exactly.
Marvel universe. Let's see that part again.
Exactly. And no, so we will of course see what happens. I'm gonna be 50-50 about this movie. I want to see more. It has me intrigued, but I'm also really afraid with certain story choices they will go for. So Netcat, what is your thoughts about that? What do you want them to do, in your opinion? What do you think they should do with this next movie, in your opinion?
My opinion is that they should have him do more of the street level stuff that Spider-Man is known for. Have him be it
The
in that,
friendly with Spider-Man.
yeah, and I think that they should do that. That's basically what I think they should do because
Exactly.
because give people the Spider-Man that they want to have.
Exactly. And that's what we've been wanting for so long now, you know?
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
what about you, Tom? Your full thoughts.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one because I'm gonna wait and see. I like all three Spider-Man actors. I don't hate either one of them. Each of them had their own unique
Oh,
take on it. I
I've
like,
got no I got no problem with any of the Spider-Man actors.
yeah,
I
they've
just
all
have
done a good
No, same
job.
here.
I just
You
have a
know,
problem with that one movie that was far from okay.
like Toby did a great introduction to everything. Like, wow, even before the MCU, it was like, wow,
Yep.
And then Andrew Garfield brought a different take on Peter, which I liked. Not a lot of people. I liked the way he presented Peter Parker. It was more of the modernized. Here, Peter's kind of
More of the
chill.
Ultimate Universe. More of Ultimate Universe style on it for comics.
Exactly. And then Tom came on. I'm like, okay, and he seems like a genuinely nice guy as well. He's not
Oh,
into
he
this.
he, he doesn't he doesn't like Hollywood. He doesn't want to live in Hollywood. He's like
No,
staying away from that.
he wants to go back to the UK. People forget
He,
he's from the UK. It's like
Yeah,
he's
and
English, so
he
it's
even
like
I watched him with Gordon Ramsay yesterday, and he talked about Spider-Man, and he talked about his father, and his father is really protective and really wants him to be careful, with Hollywood and other stuff like that. So he really wants him to be careful. So the father has been a really supportive character in his life to watch over him since he was young, because fame can you do this and this and this. So the father was acting like a father, protecting his child. And I'm happy Tom Holland learned from it, and he didn't want to stay in Hollywood. Like you said, it's a lot of weird stuff in Hollywood. So he want to stay
Hmm.
away from that. He's just an actor. He want to stay with acting and then live in his home place. So I appreciate that. We need more actors like that. No,
Yeah.
I like Tom Holland. I think he's a fantastic actor. I've seen him in multiple stuff, and that's why I want to see more of him alone as Spider-Man, because a lot of people know how great he has it as how he is as an actor. Even though he is an actor who needs a little bit help of a director and producers, I have seen certain clips and heard from others too that have seen this play. He's not a great actor if he doesn't have somebody who leads him a little bit on the way. And I've seen clips when he did some theater too, with the stuff that he did, people that filmed footage of it. And he needs a little bit, he needs a director and producer to help him a little bit to direct him, But some
Live
actors are
acting,
like that.
live acting is not easy. I did it in high school. I'm good at improv, but give me a script, I will freeze. I'm like, no, it's hard. People don't
All
realize
right.
how hard doing a live theater is not easy. It's
I would
really hard.
imagine.
It is. I did it,
Yeah.
and nah,
But
I'm
look
good
at
at
I,
this
improv,
suit.
but no.
But we can
I can do.
agree this suit is good.
I'm
Yeah,
able to
no.
do speeches, but any sort of acting, nope, no.
The only
Yeah,
the
right.
only role the only role that I don't think he suited, and I love the series, was Nathan Drake. He was too young, too
Yeah, it was
young.
too young, too young.
And
I
I
didn't
I
enjoy that
love the
one.
Uncharted series. I love the Uncharted series so
Nathan
much.
Fillion, man, come on. The
Well, he's
fan
getting too
film.
old looking. He
I
looks too
know,
old
but
now,
he
though.
was good at the time. They should have done it at the time they did the fan film.
When they did the fan film, it was
oh,
so good, and he wanted to do it. It's like, yes,
oh,
but
John didn't know that Tom Holland was English. Huh. Yep,
oh
Tom
Yeah,
Holland's
yeah,
English.
John,
he
mind,
was.
yeah.
Yep.
But of course it is 50-50. We can of course go to the next one. But I hope this movie is gonna do something new. I feel that Tom Holland deserves it. He needs to get the chance to shine more properly.
Shine.
Um as the Spider-Man we all know.
Yeah,
And all the movies, even though I like No Way Home, it has been too much of, he has too many mentors, too many people around him. He's a little bit dumber than he should be. We just need a proper Spider-Man. I always said this, I would not mind if he just became part of the Sony universe now after they forgot him, and he will go to that universe basically a little bit now, because that's where the Sony universe and MCU universe connect, is Spider-Man. So it's not dangerous if he kind of goes to a new place, does a new story alone in that universe, right? It's still the same universe to a certain point, but he's in a different place in the world.
and if this isn't the
Um,
last film, I want this after credits with Tom and Tom in the same scene. And if you know who I'm
yeah,
talking about, you know what I'm
yeah,
talking about. Give me Venom
Spider-Man and them,
with
exactly.
Star. Because
Yep.
Tom did it. I know you didn't like the films. I did, but
Oh,
Tom plays Venom so good. He does it so good. Like, damn, he
oh,
plays a good Venom.
I
I,
enjoyed the first one. I did not like the second one.
It
The
should have been
third
rated
one,
R.
yeah, all
I,
of them
I
should
have
have
not seen the
been. But
Yeah.
second one, but I loved the first one.
yeah,
Yeah, it should have been
I
rated
like the
R. That's
first
the
one
only
too.
thing. Me and Jay will agree. It should have been rated R because
Yeah,
it's just, yeah. But Carnage is an evil character. He should have been bloody and everything. But whatever,
yeah.
regardless,
No, I'm
he
real
plays Venom
disappointed
good.
with the second one. I will say though, even though I didn't enjoy the third movie as much as you did, but I do think it was a hell a lot better than the second one on many other levels.
There were some fun
Um,
scenes dancing with what you call it.
yeah, I was not a big fan of that,
I
but
thought it was hilarious. It just like some levity, and it was like, okay, I didn't hate it. But
yeah,
yeah. I think Tom and Tom, give me the end of the scene. If you're gonna do
yeah.
another Spidey, end that way. But anyway,
Yeah, and they're gonna do like all these new storylines, and Venom is part of certain stuff, and
yeah.
and again, the actors again, if you are gonna do a villain thing, Tom Holland and Tom Hardy wants to do a movie together.
Yes, they both said that. He said,
And
"I'll come back if I get to be that." That's sort of like the same thing with whatchamacallit playing Wolverine. He said he wants to do a Hulk movie versus Hulk Wolverine, which I don't want to see that Hulk. Give me Edward Norton again, but
Yeah, give it something proper. Yeah,
or even Eric Bana. I'm sorry, I loved Eric Bana Hulk. I loved Eric Bana Hulk. That was the most comic accurate Hulk because when he got mad, he got bigger and he became massive. It's like that was you represented the Hulk so well in Eric Bana, like so good because that's the Hulk. He got huge. Remember when the dog was biting him and his arm even grew bigger and he broke in his teeth? I'm like that's Hulk. He gets the madder he gets, the bigger he gets. I'm like, yes, but
yep.
sorry,
yep,
my
no,
little rant. I'm a
exactly.
Hulk fan. I'm a Hulk fan, so
You want a
I'm still
proper
mad.
Hulk.
I want a damn. Well, they don't even
You
have the
want
rights. I don't think.
you want the purple pants, man. Purple
Yes.
shorts, basically. Yeah.
I'm going nuts and just, I mean, don't be wrong. Some of the Marvel films had him. Like, remember when he took out Loki and just plowed? That was a funny scene. I love that one. Puny God and just I was like, yes, that was awesome. That was, but generally you didn't get the real Hulk later on. And
Yeah,
it
you
just,
didn't.
just so frustrating.
Yep. No, exactly. But yeah, I know we are going a little bit on time here, as we are gonna do some other articles. We're also gonna talk about the main article for today.
Okay.
And at least, me and Tom, we know Raincore Steve, and we know about the brother of Raincore Steve, and how involved he's been in the Predator universe. He's talked about all of that. And so we are gonna mention a little bit, with the new Predator movie. And that is, of course, Predator Badlands, that I am highly excited for. And the stuff that has been told about it, that we know about, and all that, uh, I am highly excited, and the future of this universe. I have trust in the creator, and of course, brother of Rancor Steer is part of these projects too. And I am, happy with that. And also, what we have heard, how big they really are fan of the fucking universe of Predator and how they understand the Predator. And I also want to mention this again. All you people out there who wants to like mock this look have to remember all that species, even they are all the same species, but there's the different clans, different races of
Different
basically the
levels too.
clans,
There's different
different
levels of
levels, some
predators.
smaller,
Yeah.
some bigger. And this character is a young version, and he looks a little bit different than the others. A lot of these predators in this movie is a little bit different, and the others, it's not the same clans that we've seen previously. And they also released, me and Tom, we watched it, the animated one that the brother of Steve was really involved with, and of course Dan, who's the main guy of these universes. And that was fantastic. The animated one, that was fucking fantastic. They really showed how much they love Predator, how
Killer
much
of
they respect
killers.
her. Yes, they
And
showed the respect and love for this universe that I highly love and all
oh,
wanted for so long.
I'm gonna say this right now. Killer of Killers, 10 out of a 10. That was perfect. You had different leveled, different size predators. You had that beast at one time, then you had other
And
ones.
again,
And
there we go. He showed respect with the source material with having
yes.
different predators.
And then
Hmm.
you're like, what happened? And they end up, well, I don't want to give too much away, but the ending is really cool. You're like, oh, and then the different eras. And it's like, wow,
Exactly.
that was so
They
cool. And
connected it so well.
so good. It's great storytelling, violent, nice and violent, just like a predator should be. They didn't hold back in
Oh
this one.
yeah,
It was
with
violent.
Badlands 2, they are not. It's not PG-13, to say
No,
the
no.
least.
And
And that was
Killers
so.
was violent, but yeah.
Yeah, I loved Killers of Killers. My favorite story was, of course, the Viking story, of course, with the. And this is something I have missed in a lot of stuff. She's a shield maiden, and a
Yes.
person who is from Norway and has Viking blood, as they call it. I was so happy to finally hear that word again in a movie and everything like that, because I have been. It's not many times if we have heard that term anymore, because a lot of stuff in Hollywood, they treat women just like normal, regular, manly Vikings. They were not the typical manly Vikings. Vikings, the real Vikings were men. The women were shield maidens. Were there
Yes.
on? They did join men sometimes to fight to do this. 90% of the time they were home, of course, but there were certain shield maidens who joined, on these quests and go into different countries, etc., etc. And that was one of my biggest fear with Killer of Killers, if they were going to use that term. That's why I said in the beginning, I'm a little, worried about it. But then I saw it, and then I heard Shield Maiden, that she's like this. Oh, Shield Maiden. I'm like, wow, that has been such a long time
Yeah.
I've ever heard that term in movies, shows, whatever. And she was treated like a shield maiden and not like a typically manly Viking.
Well,
But
Legatha, I can say Legatha was a shield maiden. They did portray her as one, did they not?
oh yeah, that show was good. Vikings at the yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I loved her in that, and it's like, yeah, like, but
But
yeah,
that was
no,
like
I
again
was,
so many years ago,
yeah,
and
exactly.
that's what yeah. And it's like I watched Vikings Valhalla. A lot of issues with that one, like making Jarl Håkon, who and a Jarl is a man, it's not a woman. Jarl is the term of a man.
Yeah,
But they made a man who is named, he's a Jarl, and his name is Håkon. He's a man, a white guy. They made that him into a black fat chick.
What?
With some yes, with the name Jarl Håkon.
Oh,
Yeah. And I'm like, what the hell, dude?
yeah.
So that was disrespecting Norwegian, Danish, Swedish, and other fucking cultures about that. But Jarl Håkon was primarily Norwegian, pissing on our fucking culture with that one. A fat black chick this time, who acts
Well,
like a man.
didn't you hear? I showed you that article, and another guy showed a video recently. He's actually from Norway, and he said, no, there was no black Vikings, but they're claiming
No,
there was black Vikings.
yeah.
No.
Could Vikings
Mm.
have black slaves? Maybe they had slaves of every places in the world. Everyone had it at that time. But no, Vikings were not Muslim and they were not black people.
No, no. Sorry, it's
Even
not the
though
way
trying.
that works.
But other than that, really like the Viking story. But my favorite story was in Japan with the samurai ninja. It's not a lot of talking in that part of the movie,
Great
but I am
action.
gonna say the action was good. The body language of the story, the emotions, the rawness of the brothers. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but I'm just gonna say that was easily a 9 out of 10 story for me. I'm not gonna go to 10 out of 10 because I have my things, other stuff that why it's not a 10 out of 10, but it is a solid 9 out of 10 movie for me of stuff that they did. Highly
Okay.
recommend it. And before we get into this, what a woman and black in the middle of Scandinavia, yeah, during the Viking Age, yeah, who is a jarl controlling a whole controlling a little part of
Mm.
Norway, basically in Scandinavia, controlling a little part as a king, not a king, but as a jarl, who is the leader of that little place, because that's what jarl is, they are leaders of that little place, and she's like the chieftain of that place. It was so weird.
Mm.
But of course, Predator Badlands director explains why Deck is the hero. And this is what I really like about this movie that I'm excited for. We finally have a Predator who is the main character. That's not often. We have never seen that before.
Mm.
And that's why I really like this.
That could
Predator
be
Badlands.
interesting.
Exactly. And Predator Badlands flips the script as the Predator is a good guy this time around. Good guy and good guy is a certain point of view how you look at it. Predators are not really evil. They are not really good.
They're
It all
hunters.
depends. They are hunters.
Yeah.
You have to look at the context of the stories
What?
and what is
Sorry. It's just...
Nuance? What's that?
But depends on the context of the story and everything like that. Like if a predator sees you as a human hunting certain, we say, we have Alien versus Predator is a good example. Or if they just see you hunting something that you do, and they see that you do this, and this, they will see honor. They will see that you're a hunter. They can get
Yeah.
respect from you, and they will help you, and they will hunt together. So it's all about the context of them. So no, they're not evil or good in that kind of sense, just to manage that. But in this story here, he's more of the good guy, as you can look at him in a way, right? And he happens to be runt of the pack, going by the name Deck. Not Dick, people, but Deck. A new image has been unleashed as director Dan speaks with Empire Magazine and explained why Deck is the main character of this movie. And I like this look. I don't care what people say. I like the new fresh look because, again, they are different. So in this movie, Deck, the good guy, so he's more of the good guy here. He's thinks of a few words, pretty blunt. Dan teased. He cuts straight to the point, literally and figuratively. Dan continued, "That's like a big idea, not just within Predator, but in the sci-fi in general. In most sci-fi universes, the creature are either bad guys or sidekicks in Badlands. It is what if you were you were with the creature on this mission to prove yourself, seeing everything throughout its eyes. And I like that idea. I
Well,
like that concept.
let's go
Yeah.
back a bit. Just for anybody remember the one with Adrian Brody?
Oh, another thing here.
Yeah, but he
Refresh
actually
my mind.
befriended. He they went to the planet where the predators bring you to hunt you. But
Oh
he
yes,
actually
yes, yes,
there
yes. Of
was a
course, yeah,
smaller
yeah.
there was a smaller predator that was actually captive too, and they kind of helped each other to escape. He ended up being killed, but so that was
Exactly.
kind that shows there was other smaller ones that were also hunted.
Yes,
So
because you
yeah,
have. I had a list of all the names, but every clan has like a name,
yeah,
classes, and stuff like that. And I read comics too, but there is classes, it's different parts of the race, and everything like that. So no,
yeah,
it is a big universe that is so interesting and that I just love, and we haven't seen a lot of that in the movies, and now we get to like see more of it. We
exactly.
have Alien versus Predator, and we see that Predator also, befriends the lady. Oh my god, it was actually a person of color, a woman person of color at that time.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I like the character. It was well done. It
We
wasn't
love the
forced in.
character. It's
Yeah.
not woke. It's not
So
just time when woke didn't exist. It wasn't pushed. It was like good. It was just a story, a decent,
exactly.
fun story.
Yeah.
But no, diversity never existed before. But
Of
whatever,
course
that's
not.
not the case.
Yeah.
but but he adds after Prey, a movie that I have learned to enjoy a lot more, even though I had my issues here and there. I was a little bit critical to it. But I did rewatch it, still have certain problems here and there, but I did learn to like it a lot more after rewatching it again this year and all that. Sometimes that happen. You can change your mind sometimes after a long time. That is normal for us humans sometimes.
Yeah, that occasionally happens.
It does. And again, I had three IDs. One was Killer of Killers, and that really, blew my mind and really got the trust that and showed me stuff that I've been missing.
The new direction,
Um,
I'm liking it. It's more
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
one was Badlands, and one I haven't done yet. I've heard certain stuff that we're not supposed to talk about. We're not gonna talk about that, but I'm just gonna say that's why I say I've heard some cool stuff. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's why I'm a little bit excited of certain stuff I have heard. Tom, you probably heard some stuff too, so really excited for it. Um, but there are other awesome ideas and time periods I'd be exciting to explore, and all's been part of our discussion for what's next. Regarding what's next, rumor offers, of course, a new Alien versus Predator universe. Something leaked, of course, on Comic Con. Poster hints at. So we will see. We will see what
Hmm.
they're gonna do. That's all I'm gonna say. But release info: Predator Badlands hits theater in IMAX, theaters and IMAX on
November.
November 7th, 2025. I am excited. Me and my future wife. We are gonna go to the premiere. We are gonna watch this movie. I am excited for it. And of course, Ella Fanning, who is Thea, who is also she's an android connected with the alien universe. So it is not a spoiler with that, because if you watch the trailer, you know where she's from when you see her logo and android.
Wait, is she a replica?
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget
uh,
the
I know,
Predator.
I know, I know.
I'm going to say it. The Alien universe is tied to Blade Runner universe. So
I'm yep.
yeah,
But the official, symphonizes of the movie Predator Badlands, which stars Ella Fanning and Demetrius Schuster Kolomangtangni, or how the fuck you pronounce that last name. Um, Sorry for butchering it, but I think you're gonna do a good job. Is
exactly.
set in the future on a remote planet where a young predator, who is Schuster, I think he's gonna nail, the body language and everything with the character. What I've seen from the trailer impressed me so far. Outcast from his clan, finds an unlikely ally, Thea Fanning, of course, who embarks him on a, she joins him on the story quest. I mean, Ella Fanning is a good actress. I've seen her in a couple of stuff. I don't think she's not a half bad actress. and I think she will nail it. In the park there, I think she will do a good job in this movie. Um, in the search of the ultimate adversary, the film is directed by, of course, Dan and produced by John Davis, and of course, a lot of other people are part of it and stuff like that. So, I am excited for this. I just want to mention his reasoning to why he chose to, of course, to have the Predator itself as the main character and see it through their eyes, and we can learn more about the culture. And it is so good and refreshing to have directors and producers and write everything who loves these universes, who understands these universes, who respects the source material and actually adds them in adaptations. It is so refreshing, especially with the Predator universe. That's something I've been missing in the Predator universe, is to have that freshness and also at the same time respecting the source material and adding parts of that in there and
Yeah.
doing something unique and good and making Deck here the Predator himself and see it from his eyes and his story. I'm highly excited for this. This is one of the movies I am mostly excited for this year of all movies. This is one of the movies I'm mostly excited for. So Netcat, I know. What do you think of this? Do you think this is interesting, and stuff like that?
It definitely sounds interesting. I'm not into all the lore of Predator, but from what you've said, it sounds cool, and being able to see it from their perspective, I, I,
Exactly.
I'd be interested in seeing it.
Yeah. And Tom, what about you?
Well, I've been following. I even like the Predator Alien films. Some people hated them. I still
I
enjoy
like
them
them
to
too.
and I've loved the universe since the beginning from Arnold, and it's like I've loved all of it. But it needed to be freshened, it needed to be freshened. I thought the Adrian Brody version was actually something different on the planet. I thought I liked that one because they put them on the planet. It showed other versions of the Predators, the smaller one which he teamed with, and that was the introduction of, hey, there are other beings. They're not just all one type. There's different clans, like you said, different sizes. And then I'm like, oh, this could really go in so many directions. And now after Killer Killers, I was like, to me, 10 out of 10 for myself. Chef's kiss, so perfectly done. And just and now this is something original. It's something fresh. You're going to concentrate on the actual Predator itself. Who is this? What are they about?
And the plus side, also respecting the source material at the same
Yes,
time.
this is an IP that just is so good that I'm glad.
So we are gonna go through the trailer that came out 2 weeks ago, and of course here you have a Wayland android that is connected to the alien universe. Ella
Yep.
Fanning, who plays her. So we don't own the rights, yada yada about that. It's all for pure entertainment and talking points and having fun. And if you are gonna sue somebody, we have our friend Hashi, who is super rich. You can always sue him. Maybe Kilted. Maybe Kilted.
I got to get him to fund my movie. Fund me. I need it. Anyway, yeah.
But other than that, let's review the trailer. Okay.
She's awake.
So this is your first
This is
hunt.
Deck. That is Deck, and he looks badass. A young fucking Predator, a young one. He's ready. I like this look. I really do.
It's like a
It works.
regular sword. I like the sword. So
Exactly.
yeah.
And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
Look at that.
Nice bow.
I really like that bow, yo.
You're after.
I really like this part, like seeing the planet like that. I like stuff like that. Like
This is making it look like the planet is kind of one of the characters, which is something good.
exactly, and
Making the world a character is not easy to do, but when done well, I think makes a movie
exactly,
great.
Well, they did. Again, I'm going to go back to that Adrian Brody one. That was the same in that because the planet was a different planet. It wasn't on Earth. It looks like Earth, but then you realize it's a hunting ground for them. It was their own
exactly,
planet. It was like, wow. And the way they introduced it was really cool. The whole planet had its own unique feel to it.
exactly.
So
I
And I
might
get
need to
what
watch some of these because I haven't really seen any of them except the first Predator. The first
they're
Predator,
good.
exactly, yeah.
The first Predator is the only one that I've seen.
You're after a creature that can't be killed. The definitive apex predator. I could help you.
Yeah, we see that. Just ripped in half. I can help you.
I can help you.
Oh, I like this scene. I think it shows the relationship between them. And he's just like looking at her like, yeah,
what
right.
the heck's going on?
It kind of reminds me of 3CPO and what's it, Chewie? Remember he was
Yeah.
carried him on his back, and yeah.
Yeah. It's like now, fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with your journey.
Good luck with your journey.
I like that. I like that so much. There.
See, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it. It's like,
That's Chewie and C-3PO.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I like that we get, more. We see the weapons. We like see him, doing all these hunting things.
You're not the predator.
And here is a lot of, tease, homage to a lot of other movies. King Kong stuff, if I don't remember wrong. I know this is from another movie too. I don't remember the fucking name in my fucking head right now. And of course, they have a xenomorph here too, and like it's a lot of different movies that like hint to here. That I think is good homages, right?
Yeah. It's never a bad thing to have Easter eggs.
No.
Exactly. And that is good. There, of course, we have one of the big predators, the leaders, I guess, the elder.
You're the prey.
The more androids. I like this. You get to hear their language, and he talks in his language. I'm prey to none. I kind of like that, that he shows like, hell no, dude.
Yeah, tell the predator that their prey is not going to make them happy.
Exactly.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Exactly. No, I am highly excited for this one. When merchandise are coming out for this movie, you can expect me to buy Deck, the character, and Ella Fanning's android. That is two characters I'm gonna have in my shelf.
I have a few alien figures put away. I have everything in boxes right now, but yeah, I had a few over the years. I want to get a Sideshow collectible full size one, but they're like thousands of dollars now. It's like, oh, they're so beautiful though. But yeah, I can see those coming out. Yeah.
But no, I feel that Predator is on the right place right now, and about that too. Not so long too. We are getting a TV show soon. This month, we're getting a TV show. Yes, we're also getting Wednesday, but it's not what I'm talking about. We're also getting Wednesday to. It's gonna be today, basically, in Norway, because it is Wednesday. So we are gonna get it today. Looking forward to that too. I'm excited for it. Me and my future wife, we're gonna watch everything that comes out of that show.
Okay.
But that's not what I'm mostly excited for. That is Alien Earth is coming out August, the 12th of August this month. And I'm excited for it. Just a little, just we are going to wrap up soon, but just a little quick note about it. Alien Earth is coming in August. Everything you need to know, but at least, Alien Earth lands on August 12th and looks to bring the legendary sci-fi franchise back to horror. That is something I've been missing with that franchise too, to get more back into that horror style. And I've seen teaser, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope the best. I was not particularly a fan of the newest movie, but
They hinted at horror in the trailer, but then the movie didn't deliver. I was like,
yes, that was the thing.
Romulus, yeah.
But of course, and looks to bring the horror back, and created by Fargo's Noah Wally, or how you pronounce his name, Noah Whaley. I don't know how to pronounce your fucking last name. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna blame it that I'm Norwegian,
There you go.
an ex-alcoholic, an addict.
All of the
I'm
excuses.
gonna blame it on that. Yeah,
But
I'm
I've
gonna
seen
blame
the
it on that.
trailer. I've seen some trailers on this, and I'm kind of intrigued. So
I'm intrigued too. But Noah, he's also the guy who was behind Legion, the TV show with the son of Professor X.
Okay.
I've never watched that, or did I?
One of my favorite shows ever created in the X-Men universe.
I don't
One of my
know.
favorite ones. Dan Stevens as Legion. Fantastic fucking casting. Love the characters. Love what they did with it. But and set over 50 years before Ridley Scott's original Alien, and the series promised practical effects, corporate paranoia, and a return to the ground fear of defined to the original. And what I've seen, it looks promising, so I hope it really gives that promise. Ahead of its premiere, Fox brought Alien Earth to San Diego Comic-Con with a massive presence, including a lifelike crash site, immerse walkthrough, and a surprise premiere of the first episode. Fuck, I wish I was there. I would have loved to see the first episode before a lot of other people. Come on. But of course, how to watch it, it is gonna be on FX and Hulu, and that also means, on certain places it's gonna be on Disney Plus because it is part of the
Of
Fox,
course.
and stuff like that.
They're going
So-
weekly. That's part of me likes the getting to binge everything, but I like that they're going weekly there too. It's like
I
think
like
television.
weekly. I
Weekly
like
is
weekly.
weekly is a better idea as well, just because as that way it becomes an event that people talk up. So just
Sure,
That's
from
the
mind you,
thing.
I'll wait till it's all done and then I'll binge it. I won't watch it. I'll just like wait. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
yeah.
I've gotten used to binging now. It's like,
but
yeah,
I am saying
Yeah.
that from a mercenary standpoint, like you were
it
mentioning
is good.
before about
Yeah.
about when the Star Wars movie is coming out, it's all about the numbers. And
100%.
yeah,
It's all about numbers. And I also want to mention, with Romulus, it's a lot of mixed opinion. I was not a big fan of it. I know some other people liked it more than me. Is it the worst movie that I've ever seen? No, but I particularly didn't like it as much that I hoped that I did.
Oh no! Can I give my 2 cents quickly?
Yeah,
The
of course.
trailer looked awesome. I was like, oh wow! It totally just fell flat in its face. I wanted everybody to be killed by these aliens. Everybody should have died straight out and be murdered.
And I'm just
sliced
gonna
to
say,
shit.
we don't see much of aliens.
No, I was. So
That's the
ticked. I was
unfortunate
like,
part.
The
Yeah.
trailer looked awesome. Yeah, it's gonna go
Yeah,
back to the heart.
and they
No, didn't.
replicated, from the cloning stuff from other alien
Yeah.
movies. That was kind of a cheap shot, But it is what it is. So I hope I have more faith in Noah the way he does stuff because he's done some stuff that I like. And again, like I want to say, like going like the weekly route, I do like that a lot better. I also do, of course, sometimes it depends on my mood. But if they do like, everything at once, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna binge everything in one day. That's what I do. Everything
If
in
they
one
do
day.
everything at once, there's a good chance that I will that with my ADD I will forget and only get a few episodes in. Then you get to hear
Yeah,
from there going,
exactly.
oh, I watched a couple episodes, but if they release a show
Yeah,
weekly,
no, exactly. Yeah.
I'm more likely to actually watch all of it because then it's just me say aside the time to watch one episode and
Exactly. And for me, again, I think weekly is the best because as you mentioned, it is the talking points. People like, for example, doing podcasts or just friends being geeks watching stuff. It
get
makes you talk. It makes you talk what's
What
gonna happen
get
next. You're gonna
get
have this. That's yeah.
get Game of Thrones would never have become as big as it did if it was as released a season at a time.
and not even about
Exactly.
podcasters, the everyday work. It's the water cooler talk. Everybody's blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Did you see
Exactly. That's
last
what I
night's
meant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like
Like
boom.
normal
So I mean,
people, it's like normal people, podcasters, everybody, everybody out there will get that are interested in this show, of course, are gonna talk, and it's like, and that's what's so great about it, that's why I miss a lot of these shows being like that, coming out weekly. It's
mm,
and have a lot of fun talks about it. But so I'm happy they're doing that. The series is set in the year of 200, 182, 20, 200 and 120.
2120.
Yes, thank you. Roughly 2 decades before the events of Prometheus and just 2 years before Alien, the original from 1979.
I'm like,
Um,
because Prometheus really changed the universe, in my opinion. But
Yep. So, we're gonna get a little bit more to the point. This is, I like this fucking, poster, the thing they did here with I like that promotion.
Hmm.
And what they did with Comic Con, the Here We Go, they had like a whole thing you can go in and experience. That is kind of cool though. That is good promotion.
yeah,
That is actually good promotion. So that I really like. So what they had there was, of course, a crashed spaceship styled after USCSS Maginot, the ship from the show, military containers, alien egg prompts, Wayland, the Utine branding, and Wayland, again, the android in Predator, and she's one of them, and live actors playing shaken up survivors and corporation staff. I like that. I like that. Like that makes a good commercial for your show. Getting people involved in it. I like that.
Yeah.
At night, the area reportedly turned into Code Red scare zone, complete with lighting effects and actors in alien prosthetics. That's kind of cool. That is actually cool. That is actually unique.
and people don't realize Wayland is connected with Tyrell Corporation, which actually creates the replicants. They're tied together because he says mentor the guy from there for the guy from there. So little
Right?
known fact, that's one of the other tie-ins from Blade Runner to Alien. So
Exactly.
there's a lot going
Well,
on.
yeah, it's a lot. But also grabbing attention was a massive mural on the side of the Wilton Bayfront Hotel featuring a xenomorph skull with Earth inside, open jaw, and with the Fox logo and everything, and Hulu. I like this. This is nice. The story, horror, hybrids, corporation greed. Noah's alien Earth centers around on a crash, mining vessel, and a mysterious synthetic human hybrid called Wendy. The show will explore themes of exploration, synthetic identity, tech addiction, corporate corruption by the Wayland Utnai like company Prodigy Corporation, and a younger Earth not yet aware of the xenomorph threat. Now, so this can go both ways, but I am looking forward to watch it, and I do hope for the best for this show. And here's some of the actors. Sydney Chandler plays the lead, Wendy, a synthetic hybrid on the run, and of course we have Thimonti Oliphant. I always fucking mispronounce his fucking name, but he's played in a lot of goddamn movies, TV shows, and stuff like that. And he's also played in Mandalorian, who had no in Boba Fett. You see, the Boba Fett show when he's
Yeah.
the one who got the Boba Fett suit, and Boba Fett has to get it. You see, when it comes to Boba Fett, it is basically just a Mandalorian season, okay?
Yeah, I actually made a point of that in one of my videos about it.
Exactly.
And
So
I think I actually titled my video something like a review of Mandalorian in season in 18.5 or something like that. Not season, I mean episode, because I was like,
exactly,
it
yeah,
was half an episode of Mandalorian.
exactly.
Just show me more xenomorphs. People don't realize. Some people might of the creator of the xenomorphs. Does anybody remember?
Nope.
H.R.
Yeah,
Geiger, one of my all-time favorite artists. H.R.
Oh,
Geiger
nice.
and Salvador
yeah,
Dali, my two inspirations as artists. And Geiger, my buddy of mine actually got to showcase his stuff in his museum. I think it's in Switzerland, but while he was still alive, lucky bastard. But no, I've always admired his work. There's a very dark. He made furniture. He had a thing, and he was the creator of the xenomorphs, and they're so beautiful because they're just the perfect killing machine. It's just wow, the way he designed them is just
exactly.
amazing. Oh yeah.
And so, of course, created by Noah, who's known for Froggo. I know that's really popular. But also Legion, one of my favorite shows ever created out there. Still sad that it just became 3 seasons and it kind of got canceled, so they had to wrap it up in season 3. I would have loved to see it connect with the Gifted, like some of the things were hinted to, because they were gonna do stuff with both things.
I
Unfortunately,
like the
both shows.
Gifted.
I like the Gifted too. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that was gonna happen, but unfortunately, things got cut short.
Yeah.
But also, Ridley Scott is involved as a side executive producer. David W. Zucker, Joseph, and a lot of other different people, of course, is involved like normal. But Ridley Scott reportedly gave Noah a set to design a single note after reviewing early ship mocks-up. Whoa, fuck me, reacted Scott, which the team took as a full green light. If you make something good and I say fuck me, yeah, I think that is, a green
Yeah,
light then.
that sounds like a green light to me.
Yeah. No, so I'm last thing I want to say, I'm looking forward to it. Hope it's gonna be decent, or I hope it's gonna be good, but if not, it might be decent. But looking really forward to it. Hopefully
We'll
they
see.
will give what they promised. But again, Predator Badlands is what I'm most excited for this year.
But it might tie in because don't forget you're all tying it in because they're gonna eventually lead to Alien versus Predator. So
We
it's very
cannot confirm or deny yet.
so. Well, there's
All I'm
talk.
gonna
That's all
say.
I'm gonna say.
I
There's
know,
just talk.
but I'm
A
just
lot of
gonna
internet
say,
talk.
cannot confirm or deny
I'm just going by what I
stuff.
read.
I'm just gonna say of stuff I've heard.
I
Cannot
haven't heard
confirm or
much of
deny.
anything, so but I'm just going by what I read.
Yeah, I'm not gonna confirm or deny of stuff I've heard. I'm just looking for the future and see. I hope everything I've heard will happen. Because it sounds fucking epic.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
other
go
than
back and
that,
watch Killer of Killers. And Netcat, I would say go back and watch all the Predator and movies.
I
They're
was
well
going to
worth
ask if there's any that I should not bother with, or should I just go back and start from the
there
second one?
is one. It's basically like Suicide Squad, just terrible, and that
Which
story
one's
made
that?
no fuck. That is with what the woman who plays Psylocke in X-Men, in the Young X-Men.
I don't remember that one, but I've seen them all. I didn't mind them for what they were. They're worth going
Okay,
back and watching. Even
cool.
the last one, Prey, had its showing a
I've heard
young.
I've heard good things about that one, as well as the people who attacked it.
Yeah,
So
there we go. It's the one you should just skip is legit the Predator from 2018. That story just made no fucking sense. Stupid fucking comedy. And it's just all over the fucking place. And yeah, they really did not know what to do with that fucking movie. But if
I'll
you
agree
want to
with
have
that one.
yeah. But if you want to watch it, Netcat, and watch something clusterfuck that doesn't make sense,
watching a clusterfuck can be fun sometimes.
yeah, we can
But
say it like that.
definitely,
I will say it like this: the whole main characters are Suicide Squad. The main lead, basically the female, she's so stupid that she runs with a thing that will make you paralyzed with a gun. She has like this, that to paralyze you. She runs
Hmm.
and then she falls and shoots herself, so she gets paralyzed in the feet and shit.
But I mean, go back and see most of them except that. But
Yeah.
definitely watch Killer of Killers, the most recent. It just
Yeah,
Okay.
chef's
Cool.
kiss. Oh,
that
And
is chef's kiss.
I've recently watched Predator, so I don't need to go all the way back.
no, yeah.
No. And then, of course, I will recommend Alien versus Predator, both of them. Yeah, the second one isn't the best, but it's still entertaining and fun, and it
Exactly.
connects. It does
And
connect
crossovers
with
are
the first
fun.
movie.
Crossovers are
Yeah,
fun.
it's not canon. That's the thing with it. That was confirmed long time ago.
Ah,
It's
okay.
not canon, like like Jason versus Freddy. That also was not canon. It was like
That
just
was still a
fun.
classic, though. That was
Still a
so fun.
classic,
I
but not
loved it.
canon, as
Yeah.
I said. But the same with Alien vs Predator. It's not canon, but they are fucking fun movies. They are
Oh yeah,
fun,
100%.
and you should watch them too, in my opinion.
Okay.
No, so that's what I'm gonna do. Before November, before the movie's out, I'm gonna rewatch everything other than the 2018 one. That is a big skip for me because I get mad every time I see it. So I'm gonna skip that, but everything else I'm gonna watch until I'm the premiere of that movie. Highly
Okay.
recommend it. Yeah.
Cool.
And other than that, of course, we're gonna wrap it up. We are a little bit over the hour, but I want
Yep.
to mention
Yeah.
the alien thing. So, of course, we're gonna start with Netcat. Hey, before that, thank you for coming on, man. I'm happy we could find a day and everything to get you
Oh
on
yeah.
again. Prismatics, where are you? When we finally have Netcat, you make me worried that you're the same person. Come on. But other than that,
But
man,
yeah.
please promote yourself. What's coming up next for you, man?
So yeah, pretty much like within about 5 minutes of us ending this stream, I'm going to be starting up High on Life. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go tonight because I am working tomorrow morning, but yeah.
Exactly.
And I am Netcat Media. I should really put that in my full name so that's easy
Yeah,
for
you
people to
sure,
see.
right?
I'm just going to go do that before I forget. But yes, it's Netcat Space Media. And so
Exactly.
that's where you can see me stream games and occasionally mouth off, but mostly streaming games. And
And remember, he has a
and-
secret identity, so it means he's gay, everybody.
oh yeah, and as Jason likes to point out a lot of times about about the way that I stream games, I always make a point to watch chat and I talk to my chat. I don't ignore anybody.
Exactly. And that's why I think you are. I don't care if people gonna get mad. For all the other big streamers or people I know, but one of my favorite gaming streamers of all time is Netcat. I'm not saying that just because he is my friend. But after watching how he does it, that's why he's my favorite streamer when it comes to gaming or other stuff that he does, because he interacts with people, answers. He's good at all that, and I just I love that you can do that, man. You are doing, for me, 10 out of 10 content for me. I'm not doing saying that just because you're my friend, but that is how I really feel about what the stuff you're doing, brother.
I appreciate it, and you've come out and said that enough times without any prompting, which is the reason why I believe you when you say it. If I was asking you and you kept saying it, then I'd be like, eh. But you go out of your way to say it
Exactly.
when was not even the topic.
Exactly. I know it's always fun and great, talking in the chat and see the people that comes in there writing, and the good times, and it's just fucking great, man. And keep it up,
Thank you.
keep it up. And of course, thank you again for being here. Always appreciate it, brother. And of course, Mr. Tom himself, who will also talk about the picture that you have right there. So please promote yourself and what's coming up next for you, and talk about the
Oh
picture you have here.
boy, let me see. I'm rebirthing my old YouTube channel back, Foggy Brains. It's no longer 420 because I've kind of given that up like last November, but it still can be goofy comedy. I'm bringing that back. My old friend that was on season one, which isn't there anymore, might be coming back. The guy is like Chris Farley funny. He's that funny. I'm hoping I can bring him back. So we might be doing that. I've been kind of doing some videos there, bringing comedy back just to laugh. Techno Sapien Geek, I've been doing a lot of gaming myself. I'm horrible at talking to people because I get into the game. I don't even pay attention because I'm zoned into my game. I'm like,
I know you fade into the game.
I get into it. I live in the game when I'm like, just like, and then I look, oh, people are talking now.
Oh shit! I actually have people watching. Shit.
Yeah,
Hi
yeah.
guys.
Now with Fallout, I've been getting better because I'm getting some regulars that come in with New Vegas, so it's kind of cool. Now I'm getting better at talking.
I need to
because-
replay that again, man. That was one of my
Oh.
favorite Fallout ones, man.
And oh no, I'm playing it. I got to get back in. Figures where it won't start crashing a lot. But so when it was crashing
Always
too
fun.
much, I'm playing Just Cause 3 because that's just a fun game to play. Gosh, that's fun. And High on Life, you mentioned that. That's on my wish list in Steam. I'm still waiting to get it when I can get the money. I'm broke right now, but I want it.
It was on PlayStation Plus, so it's a free. It was a free-ish download, included download. Let's say.
Damn it! See, I gave it. I
yeah.
haven't had PlayStation Plus for 2 years because I just can't afford it no more.
So
it's like,
I'm not buying anything right now, but I was like, oh, High on Life. Wait.
Exactly.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
that's free because I got it into my library a long time ago. Okay, let's try that.
It's on my wish list. I will buy it eventually. Last game I bought was Oblivion's remaster, which another brilliant game. Now give me Fallout remastered. Fallout, there's rumor if they're going to do a Fallout 3 or New Vegas remastered. We'll wait and see on that. Hurry up, Bethesda. But now, as for me, I've been busy working on photo stuff. My book is going to be a little delayed I got to get a new camera. I've been selling I didn't get my grant. Oh, well, I sold everything I owned to buy my gimbal, and I bought my microphone set. So I've been now doing vlogs. And with that gimbal and microphone set, I still need a new phone. I need to upgrade my phone from the Google Pixel 8a. I eventually want to get a 9 Pro because it's better for low light shooting. But that's down the road. I got to buy out my contract. I'm talking to my buddy. He does the phones, sells smartphones. So I eventually want to get a professional camera and a professional gimbal. That's next year, though. But with the equipment I got, I said, screw it. I'm not waiting any longer. Let's make my short film. I wanted to do this for years. I've been working for it, working my ass off on it. And I said, I'm going to shoot my film because I'm in filmmaking. I've been in filmmaking for years with the New Brunswick Film Co-op. I've been on.
That's when I recently became so good friends, man.
And I love film. I mean, I've been on film. I did many independent films. Just you don't get paid for it. You get free food, yay! And I've been on one TV set.
That's definitely something, right?
Hey, I'll tell you.
you.
A professional TV fet was awesome. You get fed 3 times in a day. One of them was a mini steak meal. It's like, oh, this is awesome. You don't finish till like 2 a.m. But that's the thing. When you're on a good movie set, it can be like 15-hour shoots. But I decided, and this is all me. I did the music. I was trying to use some. I was going to use Alistair Black, but you can't use Alistair Black themes because I don't own the rights for it. Damn it! But I used the music I created years ago. I shot it on the Google Pixel with my new gimbal and on my microphone set. I used the gimbal for low shots. I had a little extra extender where I could go low. Trying to create, if anybody remembers the Evil Dead scene when they're going through the woods, I kind of had that idea from it. When you're going through, not as fast, but the Evil Dead you see the spirits going through the ground, and and it's a story about a guy who's basically lost his mind. And will he become? What will happen for him? He comes back. He's a vlogger. He comes back to vlogging, but is he the same guy or is he not? What is he becoming? And then you see hints of what maybe could become at the end of what's that? What's that about? Is he going to be a serial killer? I don't know. So, and I want to go. Will I go the Terrifier route and make it super bloody, or be more suspenseful in what you don't see? I don't know yet. It's still, but I'm shopping it out. I was going to put it in a film festival. Too much logistics, and I didn't get enough feedback yet. So I said, screw it. I'm going to release it. So it officially tonight. It was released tonight.
And I was lucky enough to help a little bit with it.
Well, I was going to get to that. I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay.
And when I finalized it, I showed a few people I trust. Some people I've worked with, John, a few other people, and then I showed Jacen because I trust you. You're also in the industry. So, and you gave me some tips. Okay, but I also told you don't change this part because
exactly. That's what we do when we are talking, and it's all about trying out, finding a
Yeah,
middle
yeah, yeah.
ground and stuff like that.
I like that idea, but to me, that skull scene had specific
Exactly,
connotations.
exactly.
But the other things you gave it a little bit fuzzier, and the lines of, oh, I like that. It had a VHS. It made it. Even my buddy said, oh, I like the final one too. The way it cleaned up a bit. It's like, oh yeah, much better. So, and
Yeah.
then my other buddy John, who's I work with, he's won awards in film. He's really good. He the one who told me it used to be 9 minutes, but he said the first 3 minutes are slow. Get rid of them. Like really, he said, yeah, the less the better. Trust me. And I did. And I'm like, oh wow, it was better. It didn't drag on. It got to the point directly.
Exactly.
And then boom. Okay. So that's why I'm okay with criticism. I'll take, dude, try this, try this, try this. Okay, and that's what you do
And
as a
3 hours ago, you did get a first comment on the video, said a solid first video. It will be interesting to see where you go from here. So some people are want to see
Criticism
more.
is good, especially constructive criticism.
Oh yeah, I'm not one that's like I'm too good for it. I'm always learning. You're
Mhm.
until you're in a grave, you're going to be learning constantly. So
Yep.
this is my first attempt. Actually, remember my friend from Japan who she's living in Detroit now. I told you in last year's film festival. She actually just wrote me tonight about she's seeing because the film festival's coming up in a couple months. She actually just
Yep.
wrote me tonight, so I'm going to share my film with her because she's a filmmaker herself. So
Yeah.
and plus, I got a party I'm going to on Thursday with Greg Hemmings, who has Hemming House Pictures, which is a very well-known documentary filmmaker, and doing the Revival series, which has become quite popular in Sci-Fi Network.
Yep.
So I know Greg. Greg's a good guy, so I'm hoping to talk with him this week, and I'll show him my short. Dude, what do you think? So I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm starting to
Nope.
talk to
Dude,
people.
I
know.
love this idea with it and what you did with it. I'm grateful to help a little, and the idea that you had, man, is just like that is horror stuff that I love when it comes to these found footage stuff that we call it, right?
Well,
And it's
yeah,
just like
and it's
it's the intensity, the story, and it feels real, It's
well,
what I love about it.
I'll be honest. The mental health part is personal because I have mental health issues. You've read my poems,
I
and I'm,
have.
and that's I kind of took my real life depression and brought it in. Some people actually got hold of me. One person, Tom, you're talking. No, it's not real. I wasn't real crying in there. It was a
Yeah.
character. I played the character, and I'll tell you this now. That wasn't on script. That was totally a wrestling promo. That was on the spot. So I
On
kind
the
of used
spot.
my wrestle training. I used to be a pro, I wanted to be a pro, and I used to train doing promos. You have to talk in the mirror, and I'm good at doing one. I used to do a lot of improv, and that was like bullet points. I know what I had to say, but here, just go from the heart, and that's why I just
Exactly.
and it made it feel more real, more raw, as a vlogger would. And then the scene at the end, and
Exactly.
yeah, so that's
I
that.
just want a
So,
fucking full greenlit version of this on TV or some platform, dude. I
well,
want a
that's
full thing
why
of this.
I'm gonna talk, and if I don't end up being the actor, I'm okay. Maybe I get somebody. I'd rather do behind the scenes. It's just I was doing everything there. You know what I mean? Like to
Yeah.
me. But if I had another person playing the role, and then I could create it, yes, okay. Give it. Would he be like a Art the Clown, or would he be a little bit more subdued? Is it a dual personality? Will he be nice on one times, but then other times he's killing these
A
people? You
lot
don't
of these
know.
fun questions. That is
Yeah.
what's so amazing about it, and
So
really love it. And
but it's
thank you
online
again, man.
now. It's online
It
right
is up.
now. It's officially
I
up.
did
So
share the
yeah.
link there. So people, if you are interested, please go and watch it. It is fantastic. And I don't say that just because I got to help or anything like that. I know Tom personally, and I know how creative he can be, and the ideas that he really has is amazing stuff.
Well,
I've been listening to him a lot. And
a friend of
give me a
mine
second.
said,
I just want to say this. I've been listening to him a lot and his ideas and the stuff that he loves and cares about. He is a fucking genius. So people out there,
"Oh,
if you ever need a writer, someone who wants to be behind the scenes or something like that, he is your guy to go to. I really fucking mean that.
but like I said, it was a lot of some of the ideas too inspired by personal life, also previous horror films, and believe it or not, there's a wrestler, Aleister Black. You probably know who that is.
Yep.
I quoted his theme song. I love that theme song. I work out to it. And that theme song is so deep and powerful. We're not truly evil. We're not truly good. I was like, oh, this character represents that. Because is he going to be good? Is he going to be evil? You don't know. So that I wish I could have used that. It would have been perfect, but I don't have rights. So I used this
Yeah, no,
song I made years
exactly.
ago. I made that song years ago, a Blade Runner inspired song. So I was like, oh, okay, there. It was actually inspired by Blade Runner.
That
But
works a lot.
so
That was good.
it worked. It was dark. It's evil. Boom. So yeah.
Exactly. And man, always fun that you're part of everything that we do. You know, I'm proud of you, man, and I'm happy to call you my
Well, thank
friend,
you.
call you my brother. And dude, I'm proud of this project, and you know, I'm proud of your book, and I'm excited to see what the future can bring us all in the projects we want to do together.
Yep.
Some people would talk about it, but I'm doing it now.
And I've opened it up in a tab, so it's in my history now. So I'll be watching it.
Oh, thank
Just,
you very much, Nat.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
just not immediately, because like I said, I've
Well,
got
yeah,
other
you
plans
guys-
for what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
Which
yeah. That's sweet.
Dude, I want
We
to
are-
play High Life too. Trust me, I don't blame you. I
Yeah,
wanna play
yeah.
it so
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah.
I want to play that bad.
Again, we need to finish up. So, thank you again, Tom. And with me, of course, sometimes you can find me on. Let me start all over. It is really late here. I'm gonna go to bed right after
Jacen,
this.
don't forget, me and you are going to be back on another show, which is coming back very soon. We can remind
I
them
know.
about that.
Unfortunately, I didn't, you know, get to be part of the anniversary.
Yes,
I
we were
wanted,
waiting for you.
yeah, I was planning to try to show up, but my future wife, you know, recently moved in with me, and so I decided to, you know, redo the whole apartment, make more space and stuff like that. And it took a little bit more longer than I expected it to take. So unfortunately, I didn't get the time. So I'm, you know, Comic Relief Crusader, Mike, I'm sorry about that, man. Um, but
One side note, can I just say, Appion is
Yep.
back, and man, he was on point. He is funnier than ever. He got us crying. We were laughing so hard. Appion is
yeah,
back.
that is good. Yep,
Man, he was on point.
that
I was
is
like,
good, man.
I missed him. Damn.
Oh, we have missed him for so long. So that is fantastic. So yeah, so you will always find me here, of course, on 540 Studio when we do our shows, Skullcast and the Beyond. And there are other stuff I do want to try to do at some point with the channel too. But you know, real life also comes first sometimes. So things are gonna go a little slow. But at some point, things will get to where I want it to be a little bit more of. And of course, you can find me when Comic Relief Crusader comes back fully and will do a lot of his stuff again. Of course, you can find me and Tom, Apion, Pop Culture, and so many other guests sometimes in the chats. And it's a lot of fun that we have on that channel. And sometimes you can find me on Vinyl Revival, on specifically, exclusively on Rumble, where we do talk about, of course, music, everything from bands to artists, from their origin, from certain eras of their music, review them, talk about them, what we like and don't like, and have a lot of fun with that. Vinyl Revival recently just did a show about CC Top, and I need to get my ass in and to watch that. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to join that either because I was, you know, redecorating the apartment and everything.
You ever
But
do Nirvana? He ever does Nirvana? Or Tool?
I don't remember if he has. I
He
don't
hasn't yet.
remember.
Let me know. I've met him a few times. Nice guy.
Yeah,
Nirvana
he
or
is a
Tool
real
is
nice
my
guy,
jam.
fellow Canadian.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Fellow Canadian, and I'm also his producer on the show. I'm his editor, his producer, and stuff like that. It's a beautiful job. It's a lot of fun doing the stuff that he asks me to do. Um, so also with that, you know, if you ever need an editor for, you know, it's a film or it's a short film or YouTube videos and other stuff, I'm always up for hire. I'm really nice with the prices, and I do have experience of, you know, been editing a lot of film stuff through my life. That was what I used to work with before I started my own company like this. I kind of started, you know, smallly alone with a different name and stuff like that, but it wasn't like, you know, any big or anything like that. And then, you know, in the end, it evolved to 540 Studio. And so I'm always up for hire. You can always contact me on X, Truth Social, and of course, Facebook. And you can also reach me, of course, on Discord, but then you have to ask either some of my friends or co-hosts or reach out to me other places if you want to, talk there instead.
Yeah,
Um,
if you need to get to him on Discord, I could probably help with that, even though I'm rarely there.
yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Because I do have a private, Discord name to a certain point, so it's no problem. It is just reach out to the people and stuff like that. I'm always up for hire. I'm a really perfectionist. I editing is 99% of my fucking life. So and I am working on some projects. I am gonna finish up my Acolyte re-edit into a movie closer to the Knights of the Old Republic era of time. And I have changed. Tom have seen a lot of it. I have changed so much and actually made it into a different story and more of a proper story and better characters this time. And it was just a fun project I wanted to do. Um, love to do it. And at some point also, of course, we're gonna make our own stuff. A lot of stuff planned that we're gonna do in the future. And also next year, my first book will be released. So next year at some point, I'm gonna release my first book ever that I've used many years on now to try to write the way I wanted it to be. Writing takes time to make it the way you want, and I'm so happy with the story. I know there's probably some rewrites I need to do here and there. I have dyslexia, so sometimes that can get in the way. So I need a proofreading of it before I do release it.
If you ever need
um
someone to help with proofreading, feel free to ask. I've done that
of
for other
course.
friends.
I appreciate it, man. And it is called Forsaken. It is an R-rated story in the future with people with superpowers and a corporation, and the style of Dark City. It can remind you a little bit of style of Zack Schneider does his movies, because it's part of the stuff that I like myself. We have a lot of similarities on how we like to have our stuff, and I like grown-up stories, R-rated stories, not child-friendly stories. So this is a book that I've been trying to write for so many years, and really closing up, and really excited to finish it and release it next year. Really excited for it. And after that, I have a lot of other books I'm gonna write. I have a lot of books.
Uh,
I have a lot of plans. And my future wife inspired me to create a zombie book. And I'm not a fan of zombies, but my future wife inspired me to create a fun, cool zombie
Did,
story. That is
is it because she looks like a zombie?
no. Um,
by the
it's
way,
bec-
sorry. Can I interrupt for a quick sec? I was reading something on the side here. Speaking of zombies, have anybody heard of Kelly Mack? She was on The Walking Dead. She passed away at only age 33.
Ooh,
oh,
Yeah,
really? Oh,
she just passed away.
and
She's only 33, and she wasn't a bad actress. I seen her. She was in
yeah.
was it 911? Yeah, yeah. That's too bad. Only 33 years
Yeah,
old.
I
She
think
was so
we
young.
will mention that probably on Thursday then,
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
are closing up on that. But rest in peace. It's sad to hear so many people have passed away now. Um,
Last week was
but
hard for my generation. Ozzy,
yeah,
Hogan, Jamal
I
Warner.
know,
Like,
I know,
wow.
man. It was emotional roller coaster with that, but we are gonna get into that another time. But at least, yeah, you asked me about the book. No, it is. She made me create a character really based on her, and she kind of inspired me to create this character in this storyline, because of her amazing cool personality and everything, with my future wife. So I kind of started creating a story with her as the main lead in a way. So she's my muse to this
cool.
story, the hero in this story. So even when I get to write this book and we'll get the picture out of the book, it is gonna be fun because it is gonna be my future wife's face on the character. She's my muse. So I'm excited for that. But a lot of stories I have planned. And other than that, I'm rambling on. But other than that, it's been so long since we've done a proper Beyond show. Other than that, just remember, as I always said, just remember life's too short. Make the most of it. We in this panel, we love you. We appreciate you. None of us could have been here today if it wasn't for all of you great people out there. It means the world to us. And also remember, God bless everyone, and we will see you next time. Goodbye,
Oh, and
everybody.
Yep.
Sydney has great genes. Anyway,
And I'll hopefully see people over on my over with High on Life. So see ya.
Exactly. Good night, everybody.